Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, aka Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, El Capitan, RainGangRadio.com in the building. You know what the time of it is. Friday. We back here Monday. Nigga said Friday. You know today was crazy. I'm already saying Friday, nigga.
Right, yeah.
We do for a Friday cast though, but we'll get into that later. But salute everybody. We holding it down back here Monday. I guess sorry all the hood football teams, because I heard enough of that shit. So yeah, we in here. Nobody's banned from Ring Gang. Let me see. Niggas who want Berlanga to fight Canelo are banned from the casino. We just banning niggas. Fuck that. Who else we banning from the casino, nigga? I ain't a bodega owner, but we banning niggas from future fights. But yeah, that's it, man. What it do, man? We good.
That's what it is, yo. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's fly. It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger #1 contender preparing for liftoff. Rigging Radio, let's fly. No ducking over here. We ain't ducking no big Mexican monsters. Let's get it.
There we go. Conscious Pilot, stays elevating above the clouds, you dig? But yeah, just to add on to what brother LB just said, man, about the hood football teams, because I'm about to get into a little rant, because as everyone knows, man, we seen the conference championship games, right? Now, for most people, we all, we wanted the Ravens and the Lions in the Super Bowl, because let's put it this way. That's a Super Bowl for the culture. Like that's a black Super Bowl. Like you have Baltimore niggas and you have Detroit niggas in Vegas with Usher, like the tweet said, with Usher as the halftime show and just mad nigga them going around. Like that shit would have been epic. And Goodell, was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on.
The script writers are like, fuck that. We're already giving you Usher. We can't give you two nigga teams in the Super Bowl. We can't give you.
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
We already got Usher. You know what I'm saying?
They couldn't even give you one nigga team. Like damn, like a little bit.
That's the thing, because I was watching now. The Ravens were just fucking up. There was a lot of mental errors. There's a whole bunch of shit. So, I was disappointed in Lamar's play or whatever. And the Chiefs didn't even do that much or that well. They only scored 17. That was not a really good performance by them. But the Ravens kept on fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But Detroit was just took it to another level. I swear, he's like, yo, hold my beer. These motherfuckers were up by like 14, 17, or whatever the fuck.
Man, Dan Campbell got the text message.
No wonder Eminem was so pissed off.
Dan Campbell got the text message and was like, "Look, just throw the game away. Just throw the game away so we can get get what we want. We'll get."
The Niners stadium was chanting Jared Goff's dick fucking name. I have never heard that for Jared Goff ever. Like they were chanting his name loud on my TV. I was like, "Yo, are the 49ers really?" Fans are really cheering for Jared, and because they were whooping ass, and then all of a sudden niggas forgot how to play football, and Dan Campbell forgot that he had a fucking kicker on his team. He must have left either like 6 or 9 points off the board because he decided to go for.
Hold on, that's what that meme means. I seen a tweet where niggas was like, if I send you this meme, that means we ain't gonna kick it.
Yeah, well, because Dan Campbell has always been aggressive since he's been the coach. He's aggressive. He won't take the three. He'll go for it on fourth down. But come on, like you're up in the you're up to get a chance for the Super Bowl. Like be a little more smart. I don't know. That was kind of
he left points because in those four he didn't convert or anything like that. And because when you don't convert on fourth down, it's a turnover. So it goes back to the other team. And those points could have been enough for him to pull out a fucking victory. But he just outsmarted himself. And I'm just like, geez, man, like, fucking Niners, like, 34-31. And it was just like, geez, now they put themselves in a situation where they had to get a touchdown and then be able to, to get the ball back. It was just like within like a minute or so, and it was just like they failed to do it. And it was just like seeing the Niners fucking have just to get the downs just to win the fucking game. It was just pissing me off. I'm just like, we could have had at least one fucking team, one of these teams in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, so no one's gonna watch the Super Bowl this year. Then, all right.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but this is gonna be this.
I mean, no one's gonna really like care. Like,
yeah,
you
exactly.
watch a fight. Boxing and football is different. Like football, and I'm not a football fan. I just come observations that it looked like the games are better when you kind of care about the teams. Whereas boxing, you can just get two randoms. If they're giving their all and giving you a good scrap, you don't care if they're deaf, dumb, blind. If they're from a country you never heard of, if their name is full of consonants and no vowel, like you don't care. These niggas is boxing their ass off, and you loving it. Like, it don't seem like, because a lot of people feel disappointed because I was at the park yesterday, and there's a certain level of niggas at the park when it's mad football. So everybody's like, God damn, where's everybody at? And we're like we the niggas who don't fuck with football like that. That's what it is. So we expected everybody. And niggas is checking their phones like, damn, Ravens. Like, yo, niggas, I didn't know there's so many Ravens fans.
Like, honestly, like, Ravens have a good fan bases, but I think it was just more or less because they wanted Lamar Jackson, obviously a black quarterback, to actually be in the Super Bowl. Like, although Patrick Mahomes is black, he's half black.
And real quick, for all the niggas saying, oh, Pat Mahomes, I wish, because, people like his dad, because his dad is a former baseball player who's, got the uncle swag. Niggas talking like, oh, Pat Mahomes ain't a real nigga, Junior. I'm like, come on, his son's a fucking Super Bowl champion numerous times. He's a real. I mean, like, come on, stop that bullshit. I'm just saying. He's
a real nigga. Like, he a real football player. What the fuck else you want?
Yeah, he's literally busted past Peyton Manning's win record already in the playoffs. Like, he's a real nigga.
I'll take that over him being some damn nigga that smoke weed and Black and Miles and chill at the corner store and shoot dice and all the other niggas.
Yeah, that's what they want Pat Mahomes' son to be. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
My whole thing is like, why can't a real nigga be a nigga who make good grades, do good shit? Like, why we gotta associate being a real nigga with like degenerate shit? Like, because I don't look at it like, when you say you're a real nigga, you can be a real nigga. You can be a lawyer that take care of your kids, this and that. A real nigga just being integrity, just being on. Just taking on your game.
Yeah, taking care of your shit.
Yeah, not taking shit from nobody, being a real person, like genuine, like. Yo, so I don't really get that extra shit.
Yo, Elby, your mic is making you sound like on some computer love shit, yo.
Oh, word, damn, this fucking out of no reason to. How does it sound now?
It sounds you're some shooby doo wop shit, so a little bit.
Oh no.
Try to say something.
Shooby wop.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad still.
Yeah.
Let me jump back in and jump back out.
All right. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, man, it was just like what the entire fuck, like yeah. I mean, Mahomes, like I said, obviously I have my own vendetta because the Eagles lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl on some bullshit last year, so I didn't want the Chiefs in the Super Bowl like at all. Like, I was willing. But if they were going to be in there, I wanted at least maybe the Ravens at least to do it. But yeah, this is gonna be like the first Super Bowl. And since probably the Pats and the Rams, I'm just like, ugh, I'm just not interested in it. But
yo,
you good?
You good? Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know what was. All right, let's get into boxing then. Like,
but yeah, point blank, we'll do more of a Super Bowl analysis probably next week or so. We'll get Rome back on here, we'll talk our shit about football for the last time for the season, yes. And then who knows? We might even get back to doing the podcast on Sundays and shit. You never know. Like, yeah, because that's the Sundays. So yeah, we kind of miss the Sundays because Sundays we always get this surprising engagement. So that might be a thing.
And now it's like my Sundays be busy. Like I be training niggas and just be. So it's like, so we'll see. Like we'll see what's good. Like
we'll see.
I miss the Sundays, but. I miss all the days. Like we done podcasts on every fucking day. Like so, pretty Saturday much. Is probably about the least amount of podcasts we've done on Saturday.
Yeah, like we can count on our hands how many podcasts we've done on Saturday.
Yeah, that's maybe like 2 episodes, but like every other day might be into double digits by now. Like especially when you look at me doing this for like 5 years, but yeah, I want to acknowledge the chat. Blazing Killer, what it do? Ring Gang in the building, Blazing Killer, salute. Android number 1983. Yeah, that's a terrible year. I mean, no, that's a great year. Fuck it. I'm sorry, I fucked that up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm saying
a
like
great year.
nigga,
I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
he
Yo, salute.
his own birth year, nigga. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
nah, salute. What it do, Android? Damn, if Android ain't here, damn. Okay, yeah. We gotta get on this boxing shit. Y'all motherfuckers on football because I know he been catching the episodes later.
I'm pretty sure he watches football. Like most real niggas watch football, bro.
Yeah, but he don't come in here for no fucking football talk. Like, fuck all that. Niggas come in here for basketball. I mean, god damn it, I'm fucking up. Niggas coming in for football. Oh, niggas coming in for boxing, nigga.
And then random fuckery topics.
Yeah. And the music.
Yeah, and the music, of course, you know.
For football, all the extra shit is just extra. Like, oh shit, like these niggas know they football. Like,
For real though. But yeah, no, this boxing, man. So boxing again. We had one notable card. I
mean, hold on, wait. Would you call this notable or just?
Maguire's to the point where he is notable, but it's like one of those things. It's just like
if a notable fighter fights somebody that's not notable in the middle of a forest with no one around.
Yeah, my bad. I tried to force the Alontes Fox Fulgham fight, but yeah, that was a fail. That was bad.
That
was a terrible fight. Like that was a horrific.
I don't know. That card wasn't hitting. Like it had something to it, but it was okay. Like it wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. I guess it was a little weak considering Golden Boy standards, but like the co-main wasn't bad and the Fundora fight was good, so it was a cool little card.
The Fundora fight, that Fundora Cruz fight, like I said, I mean that was actually a pretty good fight though. But I know people are gonna be like, oh, that was a terrible stoppage and shit like that.
Nope. Look, fuck it. We at it. Let's talk about it, nigga.
I will say this though. Fundora was getting outboxed by Cruz. Like Cruz was actually really outboxing her, like mid-range.
He was, but the thing is, it's like if you have to move that amount and be, borderline scary to outbox someone, it's like. I guess what I'm saying is I hate seeing people outbox somebody, but they box in a sense where it's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Cruz boxed like she knew it was only a matter of time. Gabriella get to her. Mm-hmm. And it happened.
Yeah, because eventually Fundora started landing her left hooks and her right hands. And and Cruz was like before she'd be like smiling, taking those shots, but then all them shits added up, know.
Now, whether you want to say, hey, niggas had to get up in the audience in the arena and tell Fundora to throw more punches and whatever the case, it don't matter. Like niggas, Floyd was damn giving Zab pointers against Corey Spinks, like
right.
Zab up here screaming at fucking Vargas against Trinidad, like it happens. That don't mean nothing in the fucking fight because they still got to fight. And Cruz, for as good as she looked, only boxed like it was a matter of time.
Yeah,
you can't. That's that. When I say a matter of time, just to give you some more examples, so boxing like. Is only a matter of time is like Freitas against Corrales.
Right. That's a good example.
Cotto versus Margarito.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally say 1 and 2.
Right.
That's boxing like it's a matter of time where you're like, either I'm going to get tired or this guy is going to get tired of me first and he's just going to quit. But the niggas who are like Fundora and Margarito and them, they don't have quit in them. Mm-hmm. You got to beat their ass.
Right. And what Cruz was doing, and this was the thing too, like, because I was wondering, I've seen a box for a while, it's like, geez, like someone has no knockouts, and then you see her punching. Now her punches were landing, but the thing is, like, they were landing like in a slapping motion. There was no turning over or none of them shots. And it was driving me fucking crazy. I'm like, yo, just turn over your punches. Just like, it will make all the difference in the world. Fundora will feel it.
He's too experienced. You're like 41 years old, lady. Like, turn the fucking punch. Like, this is the hurt business. Like, I don't feel sorry. I know people be having connections to these boxers and they know, but I honestly, I don't feel sorry because you're at this stage where people would kill to be on this stage, and it's like you're up and you're doing it, but you're not really cementing your foundation like that. Like you're outboxing her. You can't just outbox bigger people like that. You gotta put some type of punishment on them.
You're talking about the Cruz Fundora fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm not mad at the stoppage. Me personally, I wasn't mad at the stoppage. I wasn't. Were y'all mad at the stoppage? I wasn't mad at the stoppage because
if you turn your
back against like somebody, that's gonna happen. Like what the fuck? I don't know. People were shocked.
She turned her back and walked away.
Yeah, that's automatic. That's automatic. I mean, like
that was. People could say,
but people were complaining. People were saying, "Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit." No, it was fine.
Look. I'll be honest though. People wanted Cruz to win, which is cool. But she still did a big bozo no as
you can't do that. I mean, Fundora battle adversity. I thought she did a good job. I mean, other woman has 2 straight stoppages. I mean, I know the other, like I'm saying, like, and it seemed like she's, she got a decent IQ because she made adjustments. I mean, she was looking kind of bad at first, but she made the proper adjustments to start winning the fight. I mean,
she has a little meanness to her, which I like.
Yeah.
Like these broads don't be mean enough.
Yeah, because I saw Fundora, like she had the meanest grill on her face still. Like when she was like, okay, it's time for me, because like you could tell she was throwing the punch with intent. Like there was no fucking around. Like
and that's why you can't be slapping with these people, especially bigger people. They gotta respect your punches. So you could be outboxing them all day, but if you're not chipping away at their health meter, if you only got 10 rounds, 2-minute rounds at that. So if you boxing a motherfucker and by the 5th round, their green stamina bar meter is still green or yellowish green, you ain't really chip enough at them while you out boxing them. Like, nigga, that shit need to be hitting orange a little bit, orange, yellow, something. Like, you not even making them tired. Like, you just really making these angry.
But Cruz got tired though. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Like
you can't be getting tired like that if you the one out boxing motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah, and that's what made the whole thing is like that kind of negated her performance too, because she won the early rounds, but once she started getting tired, she started getting careless, started getting caught with that silly shit, and then the punches that made her turn around, because it was punches like if it was like a headbutt or something like that, and referee called it, then I was like, okay, that's bullshit. But Fundora landed a couple punches that made her turn away, and that's what
clear fades,
yeah. So yeah, I mean, all day, every day, like you got to stay engaged in the fight. That's there's more than enough examples of fighters being prematurely stopped because they're not engaged in the fight the way they're supposed to. And the best way to show not engagement is if you turn your back on your opponent.
Yeah, because it's not like she turned to her back and regrouped. She literally had her hands covered, turned like you didn't know what's going on, and as a ref, you're like, well, damn.
You got to protect the fighter,
Yeah, like protect yourself at all times. People saying, oh, he could have checked on her. Bitch, if that's the case, take a fucking knee.
Right, exactly.
Like, come on, like, yo, it's like you have nobody to blame but yourself.
And she's like a 41, supposed, like Olympic veteran. Like, it's not like she's.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not like she's a fucking like. There was too much because when that happened, there's too much pity. Pity talk. Oh, that's a bad stoppage. But when I see pros and like trainers talk about, and it made sense to me. I didn't see a problem with, but people were complaining at first, and I'm like, y'all just never been in the ring before to say that shit. Or y'all never watch. Y'all don't watch enough boxing to know that's a fucking that's no.
It's either you don't watch enough boxing or you're too big of a stand to realize your fighter fucked up royally.
Yeah, they just don't like Fundora for that reason. They just don't like.
Give Fundora her fucking credit, yo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the fact that the women fighters are not getting a whole lot of stoppages, but the fact she got like Pilot said, her second one in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a problem there. Like it's like. Most people got to put respect on her name for actually making the adjustments, and even as she was getting outboxed, she didn't give up, and she made the boxer.
People were making a big deal about her making adjustments, or she was losing and she wasn't throwing enough punches. Yeah, at the end of the day, she won the fight and made the adjustments. Where's the adjustments Cruz was supposed to make?
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to know. Hey, salute. What it do, Anthony? What it do, Chris Brown? What it do, salute?
Okay. Chris, we're gang. Oscar making chicken soup out of chicken. Chicken shit.
Yeah, like because that card was like,
Yeah,
But
like I mean, Oscar has
yeah.
Oscar has had made cards before where it turned out like, okay, this is watchable as fuck, or this was dope. This was not one of them, and the one thing that was killing about the main event in terms of that was like, I know they were thinking like, oh, this is gonna be fight of the year, because I mean they were leaning heavily on, of course, with Munguia having the fight of the year with Derevyanchenko, which was not supposed to be one. Like,
exactly.
That's credit to Derevyanchenko more than anything. Ryder, these niggas is hyping up Ryder more than Derevyanchenko.
Dog, niggas were saying Ryder was better than Caleb Plant. Like, fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm not even a huge fan of Caleb Plant. No.
I'm playing Caleb Smith for making Ryder look this good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is too is like one thing about anything that Ryder was doing was ineffective. Like Ryder was just simply too. I mean, I know they were like, oh, he's so stocky, and he's gonna be hard to stop. Munguia looked probably the best he's ever looked. Like, I mean, especially after getting lit up like he was before. Like
Amir Khan looked taller than John Ryder. I mean, I saw a picture of them together. Amir Khan literally looked taller than John Ryder. I was surprised. I was like, damn, I didn't expect that.
See, that's the thing. Like, John Ryder is about the size of Derevyanchenko, maybe, and he's naturally bigger, stockier, stronger. But he doesn't use his stature and shit and his physicality to the best of his ability like Derevyanchenko does.
Yeah, and Derevyanchenko was not even a natural super middle like that. He's a small dude, like, and
that's where the skill comes in.
Yeah, Derevyanchenko's skill was crazy. Like, Ryder has none of Derevyanchenko's core skills. That's what this
at all. Like, bro, like Derevyanchenko footwork is already up here. Ryder's is like here.
Right.
Derevyanchenko has quicker hands. They both throw combinations, but Derevyanchenko somehow throws them throughout the fight.
Yeah.
Ryder only does it in spurts.
Yeah, like he'll throw like one good counter right hand or whatever, and then there's nothing that falls up after that, And
head movement, Derevyanchenko got him on that defense.
Yeah.
Stays in the pocket, knows how to box. Like, just an all-around better fucking fighter. Like, I don't know what
I don't know if it's Freddie Roach Academy, but Munguia looked better as Freddie Roach than he'd ever looked against with Morales. I feel like it improved. I don't know.
He was spoiling on the vine with Morales. That's not Morales' fault. Yeah. Because remember, he looked good with Morales too until we started getting the same fight 17 times in a row. Yeah. And then it's like, you're not gonna look good anymore because people aren't growing against you, and then you're kind of figured out already. So we're not gonna find nothing new unless there's somebody better than you or truly on your level. Yeah. Derevyanchenko is about the closest person we've seen Munguia fight that was to his level. The only reason why Munguia is above Derevyanchenko is because he's closer to his prime.
Right.
You give me the Derevyanchenko that fought Colque and Jacobs, he might beat Munguia.
Right, exactly.
That's how close they are. Whereas Ryder, get the fuck out of here. Ryder, Canelo made him look great. And all the people was talking about, oh, Canelo stopped playing. Benavidez did it. Now what? Now, Canelo didn't stop fucking Ryder. Munguia did.
Yeah, they were driving me fucking crazy with that shit. Like the commentators kept on mentioning that shit. You can tell because you can tell that Oscar really hates Canelo to the much that he has these motherfuckers saying that shit over and over and over and over again. I'm like, dude.
But
like,
then if you do the best revenge against Canelo is make somebody else a big star. You haven't done that yet. Like everybody's like on some B-side waiting to get put on with a bigger fighter. And you haven't done that yet. Ryan Garcia, Virgil, like all these niggas, like, bro, like make a star already. Like, I hate to be a nigga who's like, oh shit, you made Jay-Z, make another Jay-Z. I hate to sound like that, but nigga, literally make another Canelo. You got like 5 of them over there, nigga.
Right. And it's just like, Munguia, and like I said, and Munguia could have been one had he just been, if the matchmaker wasn't so horrible for him. But
it was right there for him. Look, if Munguia would have had a classic fight with Golovkin, win or lose, that's closer to being there. He would have fought Berlanga, anybody else, but Andre, dude, it's there for him, but they don't give it to these niggas. They don't reach out and grab it. Pause.
Right, and then with Ryder, because with Ryder, like outside of like catching them with like a couple of counters and shit like that, Ryder wasn't really jabbing all that much. He wasn't really sitting himself. His footwork was not where it needed to be.
He buzzed Munguia early though. I give him that. Like he hit him with a right hand or something. I was like, God damn! Like and Munguia stumbled back. I'm like, shit, he actually hurt him. But the thing is, when Derevyanchenko landed those type of shots, he stayed on Munguia. Ryder just kind of. He lands a good shot. You know what? I'd say like Derevyanchenko shows you how much footwork is important in boxing.
Yeah, you gotta give angles. Like even
offensively, because a lot of niggas think footwork is only defense. Like literally, like people just really, he can move. He's pretty. Like no, offensive footwork gotta be a beast too, nigga.
Right.
If you're in a position to punch people, you're half the battle's there.
Right, and this is the reason why Derevyanchenko has given everyone a hard fucking every notable opponent he's fought is giving them a hard fucking time or a hard fight. Even if they beat him,
he has the better footwork. His Derevyanchenko footwork is at a 10. Everybody else he fights with, their footwork is usually anywhere from 6 to a 9 or a 5.
Right.
Like, cause Jacob's footwork ain't bad. Golovkin's footwork ain't like none of these niggas' footwork is bad. His shit is just clearly better than this, and it bothers the fuck out of them.
Right. I mean, the only one who could probably say that it wasn't bad was Koke's. Koke's footwork was actually better than Derevyanchenko's because Koke gave Derevyanchenko fits. So
and he's just an awkward motherfucker too. Like,
he's just an awkward.
Good footwork on awkward niggas, and it's like, you gotta.
Yeah, Koke's the
rare one nigga from 140.
Was that
fought Tim Bradley, Canelo, everybody?
Oh, Vasquez?
Yes.
Miguel
He'd be one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, Koke gives awkward fighters a hard time, like him and Andre. Like every time Andre, he gave him a hard time, hard fights too. Yeah. So it's like that's the thing. But Derevyanchenko is just like he's shown what you need to do to beat someone like Munguia, and this Ryder just couldn't do anything. And Ryder just kept on taking punishment, bro. Like. It got ugly early and it continued to get ugly. Like it was just like I think there was like one knockdown. I think he froze him with the shot. Like he hit him with a right hand and Ryder just went like he froze and he just went down. Like it was just like
hit him with that Sub-Zero right hand. Like that nigga froze. Exactly. Then he had to hit him again or something. Like hold on, like. You supposed to shatter into 1,000 pieces, like okay, like that.
But the funny thing is too is like Ryder went down 4 times, but the ref would not stop the fucking fight. Like it was just like,
the ref was giving that nigga a chance, bro. See, people wanted Cruz to get the Cruz fight.
Yeah,
they wanted Cruz to get all those chances, nigga. Like you ain't the main event, bro. Like,
yeah, like Ryder was out there, like Ryder was clearly like he was finished. And they had 2 people on the apron tell him like, "Yo, the fight is over." It took the bellkeeper to actually ring the fucking bell to say to the ref, like, "Okay, nah, this shit's done. Like, stop this shit." Like
what else? What more do you want? Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, Ryder. I mean, he gave it a good try, but like, it just was never a good matchup for him because simply just the act. Munguia is active. He throws combinations. Freddie Roach got him moving his hands. Like, Freddie Roach is a good for if you want to learn how to punch or to be more offensive, you go to Freddie Roach. Now, I mean, defense wise, his defense wasn't as sharp as Munguia's defense wasn't as sharp as it was, but his offense was just so on point that it didn't matter because Ryder was just couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, at this point, like you want a guy like Munguia, like we want everybody balanced. But some dudes, their offense is always going to be more important than their defense. So you rather them lead with their offense than be a nigga who's like, be on that fucking Virgil Hunter shit where motherfuckers thinking about punching. Nah.
Yeah.
Some of you niggas ain't smart enough to just be thinking about shit in the ring. Like, fucking fight, nigga. Punch.
Yeah, exactly.
And I ain't trying to call nobody stupid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, some people just, I mean, there are just some things that fighters are just good at. Like, some fighters are just not good for being cerebral or really having their hands and mind and their feet in sync.
Setting traps and like, nah. A nigga like Amir Khan, dude, throw 80 punches around. You'll thank me for it. Like,
right.
Like, nah, we don't need you poking and prodding and I don't know. Because when you start doing that too much, motherfuckers start dropping you at left hooks.
Right.
And we could just list off fights where that happened. So it's like, nah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know Ryder, he said if he had lost this fight, that he's probably looking at retirement. And although he hasn't officially like announced it, but it clearly, I mean, it's looking like the end for Ryder. I know, because it's like, what is he gonna do? This is 168. Like he's already fought Canelo. He
got your big fights, bro.
Yeah, he's had the big fights, but he's either that or he's gonna turn into a 168 punching bag. Like, because that's dude's future if he continues. Like, I mean, it's either that or Eddie can banish him to the domestic circuit and have him fight in the UK or whatever, or something like that.
They're gonna make a fight with Beefy or some shit, or
exactly, or get a rematch with Callum Smith or something like that. But yeah, I don't want to see Ryder really continue like and just be a punching bag though. But again, though, it's about fucking time. Like, I know he was politely calling out Canelo and shit like that. Like, no, motherfucker, like, go ahead and call Canelo, say that you can't, Canelo can't fuck with you. Like, do something. He was just being all polite and shit. Like, Oscar is damn near having the commentators talking shit like, whoa, Canelo couldn't stop Ryder, but you did. Like, yeah, be disrespectful. That's what Canelo.
It's an honor. He said it's an honor. It's an honor to step in the ring with them.
No, the fuck is not. It's an honor because it's the paycheck.
Yeah,
he's like, no.
Niggas be respecting Canelo too much, and they get in the ring and respect him too much. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if y'all not bringing that Golovkin energy, where it's like, fuck Canelo, I'm gonna out jab this motherfucker and out throw him. I don't really want it. Like, we gotta start, like, the underdogs gotta start treating these A-sides like they're assholes and they got a chip on their shoulder, because y'all be on some, I'm so grateful for the opportunity, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, kind sir. I'll be so polite with you. No, nigga, put your fucking hat on, knuckle up, fuck these niggas, fight, bro. Like, all this simple ass shit y'all be on.
And then Android says,
one of the best. Like, fuck that nigga. No, he not.
Android says Canelo took something out of Ryder as well. By the way, the production was on point. The zone is finally getting it. Props where they are due.
Wait, hold on. What happened with because the production, all that shit looked the same. Like, what the fuck?
Good in between, like there was good in between segments. I wish they would have interviewed some fighters if they were there, but there was some good, had some like a Haney segment, you know what I'm saying, in between type shit, which
Oh, y'all talking about that little shit, man?
Maybe I'm thinking that's what
y'all easily impressed, man.
Oh, I'm not easily impressed. I'm definitely not easily impressed.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby, these niggas been on for 5 years with billions of dollars. Ain't no fucking baby steps.
Yeah, but he is right though. Canelo did take some. Canelo. The beating that. First of all, Ryder should have never lasted 12 rounds with Canelo. Like, Canelo.
Honestly, Ryder and Canelo took some from each other. Like, let's be honest. Like, because Canelo really labored in that second half of that fight.
Because he got tired because I think he was used to this. But Canelo's not a stamina person. Canelo got tired and he and when he got tired because after he knocked him down, Ryder got back up and got back in the fight. Canelo's stamina just went bye. He started laboring to stop him. But it's just like Canelo's stamina is always gonna be an issue. Then obviously the Bivol fight, it was an issue there. Well, Bivol was actually putting hands on him, like legit hands, but
Canelo's stamina always an issue. It just he don't fight enough quality people to bring it out all the time. So you see it. People think it improves, but it's just good, but, fighter.
For a second, it looked better, but it kind of went back to the same shit.
Yeah, because the ones,
better, dude. Anytime he's fighting somebody on his level or close to it, look, and we'll say, oh no, maybe it's the weight class. No, it don't matter what weight class. He's always like, okay, you can say Canelo has stamina issues in the Trout and Floyd fights.
Mm-hmm.
You could go and say he got stamina issues in the fucking Golovkin fights.
In all the Golovkin fights, even the third one, even the third
one. You can say in the Jacobs fight.
Yeah, that's the
Wall fight.
Yo, that third Canelo Triple G fight, let me know that if Triple G at least won at least a couple of those early rounds, they would have gave it to him.
Honestly, like if Golovkin wins 2 of the early rounds, he wins 115, 113. Like that was probably the most accurate scoring of the whole trilogy. Y'all get this nigga the benefit of the doubt when y'all know he's at his worst. Like your boxing could suck a dick for that one. Like
yeah, seriously.
Like y'all, honestly, y'all. That's like grading the test when you done grading the test the correct way after you done took it 15 times and niggas said, okay, if you take the test the 16th time, we'll have you pass automatically. And then motherfuckers decide to really like, well, you got this one pretty good. Yeah, you got about like 9 out of 10.
And Andrew in the comments, I did see Shakur fake retire because the Navarrete fight. I saw him do that little. I'm retiring.
Yeah, I honestly, if there's one fighter I'm not paying attention to right now on Twitter, Shakur Stevenson. Like he has, he has nothing to offer for me in terms of what I want. Like, dude needs to worry about his own belt. Don't worry about the WBO belt or whatever.
He's more embarrassing at this point. Like extremely skilled and talented, but just he's getting to that part where it's like he's becoming unlikable. Like
I said, most of his fans dwindled when he tried to go Puerto Rican and went to Haney. You know what I'm saying? All those black fans that were on his nuts, Paul's like they all went over to Haney once he said he was Puerto Rican, and obviously. He lost a lot of fan base, I feel like.
Yeah, because, if you're going to be high on this Puerto Rican shit, you better start being like Trinidad and start knocking niggas the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah.
Which he was actually doing for until.
But you can't, but you got to show the effort that you're willing to damn put hands on everybody. That's what people don't understand when it comes to knockouts. People can't see you one way, and then when you finally fight a nigga who has just as many weapons as you, or has one weapon that's equal to your 15 weapons, you up here want to be like, okay, let me be super tactical. Let me jump 20 feet backwards anytime he breathes. Like, nah, nigga, no. Like, people wouldn't respect Floyd's performance over Corrales if he ran all night. But no, he stood there and beating the shit out of dude.
Yeah. I'm
not saying that there's some fights you might have to run a little bit, but you still got to throw hands.
And that was a Corrales that was a killer. That
Corrales was better than anybody fucking Shakur Stevenson fought to this point, or maybe ever at this point.
Yeah, exactly. This is Corrales before the Classic War. This was
this was Corrales. I was bodying niggas left and right.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, man, like get this shit together. And yeah, I feel you, Android. I see the comment. It was better than the GP. The Golden Boy shows on the Zone in the past. Not saying it's show or HBN level, but an improvement for the Zone in the. Sure. I feel you, but I look at it like this: the improvements come off better around better cards. That's why I fuck with what Chris. That's why I fuck with what Chris Brand said. Gang, Oscar making chicken soup out of chicken shit. Like, yeah, you putting on the bells and whistles and you improve the look of the card. But the fucking card itself ain't popping.
Well, I will say this though, that arena did pack. Munguia is a draw.
Munguia is a star.
Yeah,
that's the whole fucking. That's the worst part of it is y'all have a guy that people care about and literally care about because y'all haven't done nothing with his career, and they show up and pack the seats for this nigga, and it's like y'all don't want to take the chance. He be like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, let's go for the gusto. Let's get this nigga a big fight. Like right now, a Jana big fight would be big. Even Andre coming off a loss would be big. Like, bro, y'all not trying to make nothing happen. People talking about the Canelo fight. I have no problem if he fights Canelo because you know what? At least he's getting a top fighter somehow.
Right.
Even with we complained about Ryan Garcia and Tank with Ryan Garcia, but at least Ryan Garcia fought a top fighter. That's why Ryan Garcia Munguia right now. I don't like how none of these niggas is moving, but the guy who fucking steps in the ring with the better fighter will always get more credit than the nigga who's fucking, pussyfooting around, don't know what he want to do.
Right.
And Munguia actually has winnable fights.
Supposedly, Munguia but Munguia comparably sold more tickets than Benavidez. I'm not saying, and maybe we're going to parlay it to the Canelo news that came out, but I'm just saying it's kind of interesting. Munguia is kind of somewhat of a draw. And I've been saying that he's kind of a draw because you watch his fights for years on the Zone. For some reason, he brings out the crowd. He don't be fighting nobody, but he brings out that Mexican.
He's a bigger draw than Jose Ramirez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But let his manager tell it. Jose Ramirez was the second in coming of fucking Benavidez, Munguia, Berlanga, this nigga, that nigga, Alfredo Vasquez, Cotto, all these niggas. Like, so I mean,
hey, I will say, well, at least the manager's doing his position, doing his job.
yeah. I mean, if your manager ain't hyping you up like that, then I don't know. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Munguia's time is definitely come. Like no, I mean, Ryder, yes, is a stepping stone. Like Ryder, at least is a noble name at 168. But yeah, it's
fucking steppers. Look, bro, look, I'm tired of y'all niggas because I'm seeing people on Twitter saying it's a stepping stone fight. Is not a fucking look. Y'all keep saying it's a step up fight for Munguia. Is why we're having 17 step up in the fights in a row. Like, please describe this shit as something else but a step up fight or a guy with a name. Newsflash: Munguia's fought niggas with names already. He just ain't fought a big one yet.
And he's a former champion to boot.
Which makes it worse. And dude, at least with Ryan Garcia, we're like, okay, this nigga here, Instagram model, fake nigga, not trying to box, whatever, Like, he only has maybe a puncher's chance in all these mythical matchups. But we're like, fuck it, roll the dice, nigga. With Munguia is literally maybe the bigger, stronger guy, younger guy. He's like, he has literally all these advantages in his big fights. And he's not willing to roll the dice on none of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he sells tickets, so it's like, what is the fucking blood clot problem? Like, dude, like Ryan Garcia literally just had a puncher's chance with Tank. He make the fight, whatever, cool, whatever. Munguia, like Munguia could fight at 100%, and he could probably beat Andre or Johnny Beck or Adamus or Maul or whoever. All these niggas, he was in the air to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's right there. Even if you make all these niggas favorites, Munguia is like 60-40 minimum.
Easy.
Like, he has at least a 30% chance in all these fights. And I would say a 40% chance, but I'm just for the sticklers. With Ryan Garcia, he's literally like, he got like a 15-20% chance at most. Like, well, if he exchanges and the sun falls on the clouds this certain day in October, it's some bullshit like that. If he catches him with the left hook at the perfect angle while his eyes are a smidgen closed, like Danny Garcia, like Munguia got real shots, and these niggas ain't doing nothing. So it's like, the fuck is there else to say, man?
Yeah, like I said, I just hope Oscar takes this, because I know Oscar was, takes this shit real seriously, and like this, it's like, hey, get him into a big fight. Like no more trash fights, no more fights where niggas is trying to hype him up to something that you clearly know that he's not. Like, put him in there. It's time for a serious fight. It's time for him. Like, you can't be like, he gave up a belt just to go up in weight, and he hasn't done anything. Like, it's just brutal knockouts and brutal losses.
My bad. What you about to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was like, brutal wins and near losses. Like, because eventually, Munguia, like we said before, if you spoil it, one day he might spoil on the vine before this, and he might lose to someone he's not supposed to lose to. And that almost happened, a couple times already.
Yeah, it's almost already happened like twice. Like, even 154. Oh my God. It literally happened almost 4 times, but the plot armor is strong with that one, so we get it. But not everybody, some people put in that cheat code and they block out the plot armor for like the first half of the fight, or they put a buffer on or some shit. So I mean, I'm almost to the point like the next Twitter poll would be who's gonna get the most significant fight first this year? Munguia, Tank, Ryan Garcia. Who else y'all want to throw in there? Because it's like a lottery at this point.
Right.
I know niggas can shit on Tio, but I respect the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Like, that's a legit real contender. Like, I don't say he's too small for dude, pause, because that's a big motherfucker at lightweight. So bringing him up to 140 is like, hey, like, we get you at your natural weight.
Yeah, and that's a good segue too. To touch upon that, cause like, what? Because I know because now I mean next week's card, and we'll touch upon that. Not because more not on a preview, more of just mention it though. But 2 weeks from now, though, we are going to have another big fight, a significant. Is this fight on Thursday too? I think this is a Thursday fight.
Wah wah. Yeah, it's like, see, and that's the thing. Like every fight don't have to be big, but just make them significant. When I say significant, when you trotting out champions and pound for pound level guys or stars or whoever the fuck, don't have them fight nobody less than top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, please, like, don't like serious, like, and that's what. And I'm glad we're getting a fight where it's two young, hungry guys. One's like a top 10 dude, and one's a champ. Like, yeah, this is acceptable. Like,
yeah, and obviously, and it'll be on on the 8th or whatever, February at Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, and yeah, Teofimo Lopez, who is the current WBO and lineal super lightweight champion of the world, faces Jermaine Ortiz. Now, and like I said, it's a good fucking fight, and I know Bob is on this Thursday wave, and who knows, maybe it's his chance to try to undo the damage that Shakur did on Thursday night, because this is a fight that this fight should not like piss people off. Like this should be no. I mean, if it goes 12 rounds, we expect it to go a hard 12 rounds. Like, it's not going to be, I'm not going to, there's not going to be any running, or there shouldn't be any running if it, involved with both of these guys in there. And, Teofimo is coming off probably his best performance in a minute, taking the 0 and the belt from Josh Taylor, back in last June or whatever. And he really put hands on Josh Taylor, and it's to the point we were thinking to myself, like, geez, and Josh Taylor for the most part had been ruling that division. Like, dude has fought a legit murderer's row, and then Teo just pretty much handled him like he was nothing for the most part. So I mean, and that was a good career resurgence, and that was from Teo since he lost his lightweight belts to George Kambosos, and they had the Campa fight, which was a little shaky, and then the Martin fight, which he should have lost. But to do that, it's like, okay, it could be like a motivation thing or whatever. But Teo is on top of the division; he's the man of his division, facing Jermaine Ortiz, who, I mean, for most people, that they saw him on the Roy Mike Tyson card, where he damn near fought a fight of the year on the undercard for that matter, and then he followed it up again with another fight of the year with Joseph Adorno, and then which was a draw, and then he got his first world class victory over Jamel Herring, which got him into the fight with Vasily Lomachenko, in a fight where it looked like some of the judges might have just pre-filled the cards already, because Ortiz was giving Lomachenko a hard night.
In his first 12-round fight ever against the greatest amateur of all time, right?
Yeah, like Lomachenko,
one of the greatest amateurs of all time.
I'm just saying, I go.
Yeah. But I felt like you're right. Like, and I honestly thought Ortiz won that fight, and I thought he won clearer than Haney did.
Yeah, I mean, the only downfall with what Ortiz did gas out. Like, he gassed out around the 9th or 10th round. Like, he was kind of fighting on fumes, but it wasn't like Lomachenko really took advantage of it enough to actually do any real damage to him by that point.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah.
Because Ortiz was still firing back a little.
Yeah, no, he was, and it was a great fight. It's like, okay, Ortiz is really that. I mean, and obviously that if you want to announce yourself as being world class, that's the fight to do it at, and he did it. Right. Although the judges' scoring left something to be desired, though, because there's only one judge's scores that was on point. The other ones were just like, they kind of pre-filled that shit out early, like they had something to do. And then ever since then, he fought once back in September against Antonio Moran, and then now he's getting himself a second opportunity. And this time, I think this is his first world title shot too. So, Pilot. So, what are we thinking with Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz?
Great breakdown, introduction to the fight. It's a great matchup. It's a great fight. Jermaine Ortiz first fight at 140. I'm hoping that we get a locked and laser focused Teofimo. And if that's the case, I'm gonna pick Teofimo by a 7th round stoppage. I think it's time for him to get back to take over and get some knockouts. And I've seen, Adorno drop Jermaine Ortiz twice. I've seen Antonio Moran, Haney's last knockout, Hollywood knockouts, hurt him bad in his last fight.
Who?
Antonio Moran, the nigga that
Who?
No, he's the coach. Yeah,
shout out to coach.
Yeah, coach. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, but he rocked him. I don't know if you remember, he rocked him bad. I mean, he rocked him bad in the most recent fight. So again, Jermaine Ortiz is a big dude. He should have been at 140 a minute ago, but I think it's Teofimo's time to say, I'm back and I'm back for sure. I'm actually back, and this is a good way to prove it. So maybe 7 is a little too generous. I'll say 8th round for Teofimo to get a stoppage. It'll be a good fight until then. It'll probably be like 5-3 either way, either way, 4-4 even fight. But I think Teofimo will get the 8th round stoppage.
Let me ask you this, God. Because you said it'd be a good fight, which I believe it will be too. Do you mean a good fight where it's like, I know you even said the rounds, 5-3, 4-4, whatever. Do you see it as being like a 4th, or however, like, yeah, my bad.
But good. What was your question?
Do you see it being like a shootout? Or like a back and forth, or like more of an ebb and flow, like one nigga takes like 3.
Yeah. I think it'll be a technical. I mean, they call this nigga Jermaine Ortiz technician or whatever. He's a very technical fighter. So I think and Teofimo can be technical when he wants to be. So I think it'll be a lot of ebb and flow. It'll be a back and forth. Like okay, this shit's getting might be a slow round or two, and then it'll pick up. You know what I mean? Because both these guys.
I don't even see Ortiz as a technician type nigga. Like when I see him box, I don't see a technician. I see a big athletic guy that could box. Like
yeah. I mean, he's competent.
He's more like a more athletic Barrios or some shit. I know Pat don't like it.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm just saying he's competent.
Yeah, like a big dude. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I think it'll be a back and forth fight. There'll be a moment where people. There'll be a time where people, oh damn, Jermaine Ortiz was up on the card until he got stopped, type of thing. But I think it'll be a back and forth.
Tio gonna clip him to you. He just gonna clip him.
Yeah, Tio's gonna clip him and he won't let up. I feel like
a Comey clip,
something like that. But it'll go a little longer pause than what the Comey fight was.
Yeah, underrated win at that too. Yeah. Like niggas have forgot about that win.
Yeah, but P, I know you joined us. I know you didn't watch them again.
Yeah, shout out King P. What it do?
So P, what are your thoughts
What's
about
good,
Ortiz? Yeah, what are your thoughts about Ortiz and Lopez?
I actually think this is going to be a really good fight, and I think this is a fight that Tio needs to take seriously.
Absolutely,
because we never know which Tio we're going to get. Even like every time he comes off a good win, a great win, then the next fight it's a clunker. It's like, oh, there we go. Like it's the tale of two Tios, and he's coming off a really one of his best wins in his career against Taylor. So if he fights like he fights against Kambosos, like he fought Kambosos, he's gonna lose. Ortiz actually poses a lot of problems for Tio. Like, one, he's very athletic, the most athletic fighter that Tio's faced since Kambosos. And unlike George, I think that Jermaine is actually a more natural mover and has a very good jab, and he switches stances a lot. And I think he could really confuse Tio at times. So I think there's going to be times where he's going to be jabbing him. He's going to be outlanding him at times if Tio doesn't like stand in with him, and he's going to have to counter him. But it's going to be hard to counter him because Jermaine's going to be moving a lot. So I can see this being a fight where Tio gets very frustrated. Unfortunately, I just think that Jermaine is also another guy that's up and down at times, and I think he's going to run into something that's going to drop him. And I don't think he's going to get stopped, but I think Tio will win a very close decision. I think he'll eke it out like 7-5 with a knockdown. 115, 112 type fight.
Okay. No, I can definitely see. I can see.
I don't think Tio does well. Tio doesn't really do that well against movers and athletic guys. That's like his kryptonite for some reason.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even Nakatani, who gave him trouble, Nakatani is very sneaky. Had sneaky athleticism. Like he had some athleticism to him a little bit.
Yeah, especially for a big guy too.
Yeah. So I think Tio wins, but I don't think it's a very pretty fight. Pause.
Yeah, that Nakatani fight. I mean, like that fight, you could tell that Tiafoe was not one bit comfortable in that whole fight. Like, I mean, it was to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm never fighting anyone that's that much taller than me again. Like, bro was weird. He really went through it in that fight. Like, I mean, even though again the scores kind of didn't mirror what actually went down, though, but as you know, as par for the course.
That's his Trout Jermell Taylor fight. I mean, Jermell Charlo fight.
Yeah.
Niggas is damn near a second away from busting out crying because they fucking frustrated. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And Jermaine's not a small guy either. So
pause.
You know what I'm saying? Pause. And like I said, he's got some size, pause, and he can move. So I don't know. I just feel like movers. I just think movers are always going to trouble Tio in some fashion. So.
Yeah, movers and then people that can counter him, like Kambosos and of course Sandor Martin, and especially and like I said, you know, it's ironically those are considered lightheads, so those are the ones who have actually floored him. Like, you know, for some reason, if you know,
that just shows you how important timing is.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like Teofimo and I do agree with most of what you said for him. Because I mean, I know Ortiz. I just hope that Ortiz will actually kind of work on his stamina a little bit, because I do think Ortiz is going to give Teofimo a hard fight. Like it
might improve at 140 though.
That's also true. Yeah.
I think it'll be better for him. Like I think like Ryan Garcia is God damn, I feel like I'm saying his name a lot in this podcast. I felt he improved his stamina, like, because he's a big guy, and to be at 135 that long, and you see the difference as soon as he went up to like 140 and 138, 137 shit. So yeah, like Ortiz to fill out, like, yeah, that's a good fucking fight, bro. Like I've been low key excited for this fight for a while. Like I think this and the Smith Bitterby fight were like the two fights that were named for this year last year that I was like hyped for.
Yeah, and of course with me, because like I said, I mean obviously I know Jermaine Ortiz is his matchmaker is one of my boys and everything like that, though. So I can't root against Ortiz if I wanted to, but I also do think Ortiz has a very good shot at being Teofimo. He does. You know, I'm not saying like, I mean, if I have to say this like that, I mean,
he beats him, man. If we just be honest, like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think he beats him. Yeah, I don't think Tio. I think Tio looking past dude too.
Yeah, because I mean, as we talked about in previous casts, you know, Teofimo has been pretty much talking about everybody else except his own fight. You know, everyone else is except him, and again, yeah, and
trying to draw more attention to himself. Like when, dude, you got like a game ass opponent in front of you. Like I don't know why these niggas can't just go at their opponent like that. This is an example why people love grudge matches and how grudge matches always sell. No matter if it's men or women, it could be two dogs barking across the street. Like, people love grudge matches because the whole promo is directed toward the fight. It's not, oh, I might fight Matias after this. Okay, Haney's running his mouth. Oh, well, look at Crawford at 147. This is that. It's none of that shit. It's like, yo, I want to fuck this nigga up. I don't like him. He don't like me. Fuck this nigga. That's it. That's what people want. We want that energy and smoke.
I mean, Ortiz already is bringing energy by ripping up that poster. Like,
he is. And I like that. I applaud him. Thank you. Like, shout out to Android. I'm fucking Android, because I remember. I think I seen him have a retweet or a quote, and he was saying like, yeah, like this the type of promotion this fight need. None of this PG-13 bullshit y'all be on. Like, yo, like, and he's right. Like, y'all niggas gotta stop being so nice to each other. Oh, what it do, Beth? What it do? Salute,
Nathaniel.
What it do, bro? Hope everything all good. We in here Monday. But yeah, man, like that's why people like grudge matches, because you're guaranteed one-on-one fuckery, like fuckery for the fight. Whereas all these other niggas, and even though Ortiz is doing his part, Tio's the name. He's the A-side. He's the guy. He the one need to be talking shit about this dude. Like, what happened to, even if you're better than somebody, just being dismissive? You taking him serious, but like, yo, this motherfucker ain't on my level. I'm gonna show y'all niggas why I'm number one. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. Like, what? Where is this energy at? Like,
no,
it's focused on everyone else.
Yeah, energy on Crawford. Energy is like, yo, like you have a live opponent. Like, and again, like I said, because when Tio gets distracted, he has these horrible performances. And I honestly do think, I'll go with an upset with Ortiz winning a decision over Teofimo, like on some like 115, 113 type of deal, something like that. Although I do think Tio might drop him once, because if there's a weakness in his game is Jermaine Ortiz is a little chinny, just slightly. Because I still can't. I still can't
Ortiz KO, nigga. But you think Ortiz may drop this nigga?
I can't get the idea. I can't get the image out of my mind of Orderno bobbleheading or Jermaine Ortiz like in that fight. It was just like really badly. I was just like, geez, like, although Orderno can punch, but it's just like that. Just like Teofimo is an explosive puncher. Like Teofimo is like he puts everything into his fucking punches. So that's why I'm just thinking to myself. That's why them might be
combos though.
Yeah, well, at 140, it ain't really been the same, but I don't know.
He got because if Tio put his punches together at 140, he would still look vicious. He can't one shot niggas at 140 like he's trying to pot shot.
He's trying to pot shot counter. Yeah, trying to count.
Yeah, he's basically doing what Broner was trying to do at 147, and it's like y'all power don't work the same at that weight. Like y'all still have the power, but y'all can't apply it the same way. Like
you gotta work for your knockouts, and this is where
you can get the knockout, but you gotta get there a little differently. You can't just counter like bow like no.
Yeah, what I'm saying. But LB though, what's your prediction?
Man, Ortiz 10th round KO.
Oh wow, you're calling for the
TKO.
KO. Man. And now
I think they'll get a war where. Oh no! What you was about to say? I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
So you're picking Ortiz to win by KO?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
I think Tio overlooking him. I think Ortiz gonna be bigger and badder at that weight. Punches gonna be harder, more confidence. Stamina gonna improve. Like him being a moving athletic guy who's physically strong, and he has some quickness about him too. He does get his volume in sometimes as well. So it's like he's gonna make Tio have to really kind of fight for a change. And Tio's not one of these. Tio's one of those guys who he looks better. He's like you see, like he's better when everything's going his way.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a change the fight type of guy. Mm-hmm. Like even when dudes like that's why the Loma fight is funny, because if Loma starts that fight earlier, he probably could have taken that fight and won it like a majority decision or some shit.
Right.
Because it's not like Tio really adjusted. Like he just kind of Devin Alexander fought harder in the 12th because he's younger, stronger, got power. And sometimes just fighting harder could win you around.
Right.
Shout out to Jermaine Taylor. Like Devin Alexander, this guy is something like that and that's Tio's only real adjustment. Like, and sometimes you could get away fighting harder when you're the more explosive guy or you're the faster, harder hitting guy. Like Berto too. Berto fight a little harder and he'll win a closer round because it's like, yeah, that nigga's so explosive. He landed like 2 overhand rights, a left uppercut, then he got backed up by 2 jabs, but then he lands a right hook, and you're like, fuck. That was a nice little sequence. Now the guy ate all those punches, and Berto's the one that backed up, but you know Berto landed some crazy ones, so you're like, I might give him that one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm giving examples, but I feel like you're gonna see a lot of that in this fight, where one guy might have the better punch, but the other guy is just more overwhelming. And I think Ortiz is gonna be the more overwhelming guy. But if he loses, Teofimo gets full credit. Like if Teofimo beats him without fuckery or decision, plot armor, whatever, he gets full credit because Ortiz is no joke.
Absolutely.
And he's young and in his prime. I always give credit for guys like this because I like to see young fighters fight other young fighters.
I respect.
So we don't get
See,
the whole.
Some people are gonna say, "Oh, it's his first fight at 140." Though, you know, there's gonna be
That goes for guys who don't really seem like they too small for their division. Like,
yeah.
See, when people get at for
big
bringing people up, people say that because those niggas really look like they maxed out at their lower weight. But when you bringing up motherfuckers like Ortiz,
he's a big motherfucker. He's a big dude.
Yeah. Guys like Ortiz and Barrios will always be dangerous for you if you're not one of these guys who just consistently outclass or just a tier just clear better. Like Teofimo hasn't showed that he's a real tier better than a guy like Ortiz.
Right.
Like he really hasn't. Like he has, but then you know a guy like Ortiz could give him trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas look at Thurman and Barrios. You know goddamn well Barrios shouldn't have trouble no fucking Thurman.
Absolutely.
Just like you know damn well Barrios ain't gonna trouble no fucking Boots.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to fight Boots like that, and Barrios has been on a little upstream, and he's calling the dude out. The fight's acceptable somewhat. So that's the way the game is. But yeah, Ortiz, he got this. Whoever wins get full credit, especially if there's no fuckery. But I feel like this might be another fight of the year, though.
It has the potential to be, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be give and take. But one nigga just fucking, he just giving better. Pause. Like, I don't know. Like it's whoever could take the punishment better got the chin. So,
right. And I just pull up the odds for this fight.
Oh,
so
definitely, yeah.
Straight up money line. Teofimo is a minus 850 favorite, and Ortiz is a plus 520 underdog.
Wow, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, and if going to the method of victory for Teofimo points or decision, it's minus 114. For Teofimo stoppage, it's plus 182. Draws plus 1500, which I can also see that too, depending on how strong Ortiz's performance is. Ortiz points to decision is plus 800. And Ortiz KO is plus 1100.
G's on peas, mom.
Yes, and then
wow, yeah.
And they already have the odds for like the group round bettings and the alternative ones and total rounds and what a fight go to distance. If it goes to distance, it's plus 144. Oh no, if it doesn't go to distance, it's plus 144. If it does, it's minus 186. You know, they have all the odds up for this. For all the props are up for this one. Yeah. So.
Wow. Yeah. Like they know. I feel like they kind of underestimating Ortiz a little bit, but that's not a bad bet. Like,
yeah. Even if you do a Lopez by KO, I mean, right now Lopez KO is plus 182, so it's like that's still. you know.
They kind of treating this nigga like Keo Campo or some shit.
they who knows? They might be though.
Yeah, that's how I feel like they kind of looking at it like wow, it's crazy. Yeah, I think they kind of underestimating this fight. It's like,
Yeah,
what,
I mean,
like,
I'll
this
probably
level.
Yeah, I'll probably put something on this shit probably maybe next week or just to see what if I actually want to go for a stoppage bet on this, because I mean obviously the group round betting, of course, like they both have the power to stop each other, but it just depends on who's gonna get there first.
Yeah, it's crazy, dog. Because wow, but see the thing is like they're expecting Tiafimo to have a Comey performance where he blitzes somebody who's like a prime guy, upswing, on point, could hit hard, dangerous. That's why I say the Comey fight's kind of underrated now.
Right.
But I think that's what they're kind of looking at it as. Like, they're looking at it as like, yo, Tio should. But even then, Comey doesn't share all the intangibles Ortiz does. So that's still crazy, but
yeah.
Hey.
And then also, I mean, we also have a pretty interesting co-main between Keyshawn Davis and Jose Pedraza. So it's like now Keyshawn Davis.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's the co-main. Now Keyshawn Davis though has been getting himself into a lot of trouble lately. Before, dude used to be on Twitter as heavy as Shakur Stevenson, and stuff like that, and get into all types of shit, saying all types of shit.
Yeah, we know why. I think.
Yeah. I mean, his last fight against Nahir Albright, he definitely didn't look the way he usually look. He didn't look too good in the fight, like he won a majority decision, which got changed to a no decision because dude smoked marijuana and didn't really show a lot of remorse for it too. So, you have to learn that marijuana.
Boxing with Tyson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Android.
Yeah, yes. Even though, yes, we can understand that, weed, being banned in boxing is kind of stupid because weed is probably a lot better for you towards healing than like taking aspirin and shit like that. You can't take it, you can't smoke it. You gotta remain disciplined. So it cost him an actual win on his record. But he's coming back though with an even tougher opponent in Jose Pedraza. Pedraza, of course, is a 2-division champion and currently he's probably arguably Tank's biggest win as a pro, and
These
but
love bringing that up.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you could say that maybe Pedraza might be on a little bit of a slide because the Barboza, in Barboza's last top ranked fight, he lost a clear decision to him. And then the Comey fight, though, however, was a low-key fight of the year. Like, that shit was a hard fight. Truthfully,
but he didn't look too bad against Barboza either, though.
He didn't, but Barboza just didn't knock him out. He just, that's par for the course, though. But Comey looked like he was going to knock out Pedraza. Yeah. Then Comey kind of faded, and Pedraza came on strong to get the draw. And then, then he had of course, lost that to Jose Ramirez in a fight that really wasn't all that great to watch. So he basically for Keyshawn Davis, like if he wants to really make a statement, he stops Pedraza, he gets him out of there. Like, this is a fight where he has to kind of get some, he has to get his momentum back. That
right.
Exactly. Because he and like I said, and he is talented, but it's more or less you just want him to actually get, focus on business at hand. And like I said, he's been quiet for the most part. He hasn't been out there like that, but it's just like, if he really wants to make a statement and be like, he's the next nigga at lightweight, he stops Pedraza, he gets him up out of there. Now, does anyone think that's actually that he can actually do it? That will actually happen? Because like I said, Pedraza is tough. He's only been stopped once.
But Pedraza's washed. Like, if Keyshawn turns it up, he really could get him out of there.
Yeah,
Keyshawn making some mistakes, but I'm gonna root for the young bull to get a knockout. No, yeah, I'm gonna rock with it. Yeah.
Get down or lay down, nigga.
What round are we talking about? What round are we thinking?
Is it 10 or 12?
If it happens, it would be late.
Is it 10 or 12, Pat?
It's
10, I
a,
believe.
it's a 10 rounder.
7. I'll say 7 rounds.
8.
Yeah, I think it gets him out there in 7.
If it does happen, I think it happens like 9th.
7, 8, 9. All right, that's not bad. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I mean, it's not Keyshawn Davis can punch. He does have punching power. And Pedroza, like I said, he was. Although Comey is a bigger puncher, and Comey had kind of had him like, but he
also, Comey has a puncher's temperament, but
yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out because that's the important part because a lot of these niggas can punch, but if you're not letting your hands go enough or making the adjustments or getting in place to really let off shots, in a consistent rate, you're not getting these guys out. Like that's how Roy Jones got stoppages. Like Roy Jones' power was literally maybe. And I'm talking. We'll take middleweight, super middleweight Roy Jones, like maybe an 8 or a 9. Right. But the way he knew how to just kind of keep those weird angles, those crazy punches, and with the whole power, and you not seeing them, like he gets those stoppages. These guys could do the same shit, but they just got to throw more than one shot every 30 seconds.
Right. At least with Keyshawn Davis, I mean, he's had 10 fights, so it's like he's still in that stage where that could still. I mean, it's not going to be. Although he's upping his competition, though, that's another thing too. It's not.
He got to improve faster then.
Yeah.
Because look, man, if Davis, if Keyshawn knocks dude out, like, yeah, that sets it off for him this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like he needs that. The division needs it, and we need to see some separation now. Like, some of these old niggas are hanging around because y'all can't get rid of them.
Right.
Y'all young niggas is getting on the songs, and it's like y'all letting these old niggas spit hotter verses than y'all. And so then these old niggas decide that, like, you know what, fuck it. Let me do this on another young nigga record. Then 3 records down the line, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna put out an EP. In boxing, these niggas is like, okay, if I could damn make this nigga go life and death, and another young nigga life and death. Hold on, I got a title shot. Like,
right.
Nigga, fuck that. I'm a co-main again. I'm a B-side main event. Like, nigga, like, that's what y'all doing with Pedraza because y'all can't get rid of this nigga.
Right.
So, yeah, and since we, ring gang and hip-hop is like one and the same. Like, boxing and hip-hop, one and the so I'm going to always compare shit to rap. So that was the whole EP. Y'all let the old niggas stay around too long.
But yeah, no, and that should be a good fight too. Like, it's a good fight. It's a quality fight. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, the card has its, the usuals. Abdullah Mason, who does have a puncher's temperament. I mean, good Lord, that dude has that. I mean, I think Abdullah Mason is the actual future. Like, that dude. That dude gets it already. It's just only a matter of time before he's actually thrown into a very significant fight. Then you got Charlie Sheehy, and then you got Javier Martinez, like the usual George Acosta, the usual top-ranked prospects on the card. So
Cover Festival.
Well, Acosta is not fighting a jobber. He's actually fighting someone that's actually pretty dangerous, actually.
So
Renee.
Y'all got 3 solid fights. All right, so this is a good card. I give it. I'm a hype though because they got 2 good. Yeah, I'm hyped for this. Fuck that. Like,
yeah.
Like I feel like Top Rank gonna give us a great card with this one. Like, you'll be some good fights, knockouts, highlight real shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's. I mean, and like I said, I know they're going all in on the Thursday fights or whatever, and like I said, they need something to help us, forget what happened with Shakur on Thursday nights. Although at least with Shakur though, I mean, it wasn't all that bad. I mean, there was a fight of the year on that card, from Navarrete, who low key had, who saved that card, because he put a foot in the ass and got a draw out of it. So, I mean, we just have to hope for the same for this one. But yeah, just another card I want to mention only because brother Pilot got a credential to this. Because Conor Benn, he's had issues with getting licensed because because apparently you can test for clomiphene by eating eggs, which is new to me since I eat like 5-6 eggs for breakfast, like on the weekends and shit like that. And I don't think I've got any effects of that.
Boo, boo.
You're not from the UK though.
Only across the pond.
Yeah, only across the pond. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. And of course, there's always suspicions about dude because, like I said, when Conor Benn came on the scene, like dude was not Jack or anything. Like dude looked like he was just like he looked very ordinary, and he didn't look unstable too. Because I know there was one fight he took a huge beating, and survived it by skin of his teeth, like kept it 0. And then all of a sudden he came back with an attitude. The dude is jacked and he's bodying people that someone of his skill talent level shouldn't be bodying. Like that Chris Algieri fight never was like damn. Like he one punched Chris Algieri. I mean, even Spence couldn't do that. Like what I'm saying, like.
Nobody's done it. Like,
yeah.
And Chris Algieri's still salty over that. Rightly so. Because that fight just did not look right. Like, you can say what you want about Algieri, but that motherfucker's tough.
Yeah, like, I mean, Spence didn't even not.
That 1-2 made no sense looking back. I mean, it was cold at the time, but that 1-2 going to sleep, and that's not.
Remember, this is a guy that Pacquiao was barrel rolling. Fucking Provodnikov, like he's taking all types of punchers, like he's taking the volume.
He fought quote unquote prime Spence. He fought like Spence.
Prime Provodnikov with the concussive right hand counters, that thudding Russian power, like
and
the sledgehammer power, the pressure power from Spence.
Yeah,
the Pacquiao darting in, darting out the south. Man, like dude, like, and Conor Benn's the guy who just destroys him. The fuck out of here.
Right. So Ben, because the UK authorities are like, you're not, because they tested both his samples and it was both the same thing, and and it's just like, he can't get license to fight. So Eddie, in his wisdom, has been having him fight in other places. Particularly, he fought in Florida, and now he's fighting in Vegas. Now, you would have thought so. This is then again where Eddie kind of fucked up. Now, Conor Benn has enough notoriety that Eddie could have gotten a stronger or more notable opponent for him to fight for this card, whether it's 147 or 154. So you got a pretty much a complete unknown like for this, and this is like. Eddie has done some weird things, like he's taken British fighters to probably the most obscure places in America where they don't air boxing, but he's given Conor Benn a whole Vegas main event. It's just like, and it's like why, but like I said, Pilot got credential for it, so it's like hey. You get to see Conor Benn in action as well as Austin Ammo Williams in the co-main. So it's
Ammo's fighting some undefeated Euro middleweight, so you never know.
Yeah, but it's one of those things.
Wasn't that a late replacement Ammo?
No,
wasn't he supposed to be fighting someone else and they replaced? Oh, maybe not.
No, he was always supposed to be on this card.
No, I'm saying his opponent.
Oh, his opponent is not that undefeated guy.
I thought that his opponent was a late replacement.
I could see that. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's meant for Ammo to not struggle and for him to actually get. I mean, he's not really struggling. He's getting the stoppages, but
he just wanted American middleweight. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird. I would have said like if he at least made those two, like I mean, well. Ben has an American opponent. It's just someone that's.
This has to be a new replacement, real quick. This has to be because this guy's African and German African. Before it was some white European. So yeah, definitely, it's a late replacement. Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, it's again, this is probably another showcase. Eddie's just trying to probably keep him busy or Eddie's trying to circumvent the ban because he can't fight in the UK. Else, we would have probably gotten Ben versus Eubank already, like already in over there. But it's just like, Eddie's trying, but it's like, well, I mean, I guess this is the. I mean, I'm the only curiosity as I have for that card is just to see how many people are going to show up for it. Because this is like it's a very random Vegas card. It's going to say who's actually going to be there. So, but Pilot will be there though. But Pilot will be there front and center though. So get to break his his media cherry, so to speak.
Pause.
Well, I said media cherry.
Because the thing is, if this would have been your last year to break the media cherry, if not, like we would have had to like jump you in officially, so we would have just like flew you out somewhere anonymously, but we would have gave you the ring gang chain after that though.
Word.
Like Kanye on stage with Rockefeller. I mean, like.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like I said, though, hopefully, hoping because that is the only boxing for next weekend, at least I think for next weekend. So hopefully, at least, if anything, hopefully we get some fuckery out of it.
I mean, there is Dan Aziz versus Joshua Buatsi, but that's just some that's UK shit.
I honestly, I have not paid attention to Buatsi like that since he left Matchroom because number one, dude decided to do what he did, and like it's one thing if you're not happy with Eddie and not happy with being on the app or whatever, but when you go into that to even being more so quote unquote obscure, yeah, like and dude's not fighting nobody, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not, dude, it's just like he's not doing anything different, but but yeah. Other than that, and of course, you got to turn into the Pro Box card tomorrow. Like Pro Box, LB, we need to get you to a Pro Box. Since I know it's not in your neighborhood because I think everywhere in Florida is in this nigga's neighborhood, man. For Pro Box.
Yo, man, you in Rome could go to this one in Tallahassee. Like that, ain't that like 15 minutes? Like nigga, like that's closer to Roy Jones in the damn Shuttleworth in Rome. Like nigga, like.
I mean, and truthfully, the Pro Box card on Wednesday is ridiculous. Like the main event is Angelo Leo versus Mike Plania, so it's just like, oh, there's like Pro Box on a little. Yeah, look, Pro Box.
Sleeping on Pro Box, man.
Yeah. Pro Box is like they get quality fights, and like, and the funny thing is too is like the only thing I found like odd too is like fucking Christopher Pearson is on this fucking card fighting, and I'm just like, that's a blast from the past, because if you heard me talk about Christopher Pearson, I don't talk about him in the most flattering of terms. So it's like, but those Pro Box cards though, they're actually on point. Like they're more to like the old Friday night fight days than anything. So so just I just gotta put it out there because Pro Box does follow us too. So eventually one day I'm actually gonna go to a Pro Box card. I might actually if they get a card that I can't, I might just have to take some days off and just go down to Florida myself.
I follow them on YouTube, like they on point, like they're the people that like they do everything right in a way that you wish there was more backing behind them. Pause. Like more money put into them.
Right.
Just imagine if they got a half of what the Zone money got.
Right. I mean, Pro Box
is more for the sport than like shit. A lot of niggas.
Yeah, I mean, Pro Box, like, it's its own app too. Like, I think me and Pilot were paying for the service before they decided to kind of switch it over to free for the time being. I'm not sure, but but even though it was $1 a month or something, some shit like that. I forgot. So somewhere around, I think it was $1 or $2 a month, some shit like that. And honestly, it was worth the money. So if they ever want me to pay again, I'll be more than happy to. But I make sure I put it out there. And I see Miss Bitches made her appearance as we're trying to wrap up. All
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This motherfucker is a funny ass nigga. Like, I don't know who you are, but like, she'll be saying some shit. Like, I'm just seeing this shit.
She has some good one-liners here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, like leading up to, it's like a nigga rapping, and you're listening, you're like, and then they finally get to something hot, and they like, oh, okay, this nigga spitting. Like, why Shuttleworth looks sad? Who made Shuttleworth sad? Nigga, nobody's sad. Shuttleworth.
Shuttleworth, you may be white on the outside, by the inside you black at heart, and that's all that matters.
That's a bar. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
That's the one that made me laugh. Make Miss Bitch proud. But in the inside you're black, that's all that matters. Like, nigga, like what the yo, fuck that, cause yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm tired of like I do not look white like that. God damn it. Like nah, cause yo, this washed ass Dominican bitch called me a cracker the other day. So I had to like me? Like goddamn, like
hey, yo, salute, what up, Rob D?
Yeah, what up, Rob? God damn, everybody making an appearance. But yo, man, before we end this shit, I wanna we gonna get a little hip hop though. Impromptu, cause like so you know, we gonna get the computers buting and high stepping and high fiving and electric sliding. So any of y'all heard the diss songs with Meg and Nicki Minaj?
Yep, yep. I like to listen to those.
I ain't heard it. I mean, I've heard about it, but I ain't
Boo,
Pilot. Damn, how old ass Project Pat over here, nigga? Like, how old that heard them over you?
Yeah, mostly because
these disses suck.
No, they were terrible, especially Nicki.
I ain't gonna lie, they were underwhelming, but Nicki Minaj's shit was just a chore to get through. Like,
these women don't know how to diss.
Oh, go ahead, P.
No, I was just booing because these women can't diss. Boo!
Yeah,
these women diss songs suck.
I mean, Nicki's it was like
Patty rap.
Yeah, yo, facts. So it was, it was like babble. It was like, it's like, it's like.
Well, at least Nicki was rapping too.
You know, I mean, Nicki got a nice pen, but you know, it's just this is. I mean, she had
dude, like, these niggas structure songs like a fucking 8-year-old. Yeah. Too much fucking talking. Like, go and fucking rap, goddammit. Like, Nicki Minaj, like, which is crazy because we all know she got a pen game, whatever, she can spit, but for the life of me, all that voice changing and all that crazy wacko bizarro Harley Quinn shit, cut it the fuck out because you ruin the viciousness of the bars when you don't let them sting, when you don't let the fucking rap, like all the damn cutting and going, and the song is like 4.5 minutes, and she raps literally maybe for 45 seconds.
Yo, facts. Yo,
just a horrible waste of a hot beat and good bars. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, like it was just awful to fucking listen to. Like, I don't care. Like, somebody should have structured that better. Like, look, yo, you rap better. Stop getting into this catty patty tweet shit that you on. Rap and just destroy her. Like,
yeah,
go and drop fucking 24 bars nonstop and just be done and talk shit for 2 minutes at the end of the song.
Yeah, or if you want to get get a warm up for the bars, or do an intro, say some shit that have like a sound bite or some shit that's have something in there.
Yeah,
like you about to I'm about to let niggas know that I got some shit I gotta get off my chest or some shit like that.
It's just so chaotic. Like the song was just all over the place. It's just honestly, it sounds like if you would have put like a duck, a cat, a crackhead, a chicken sandwich, and threw a chair and a firecracker, and you just put them in a room and lock the door. That's what this shit sounds like.
Yeah, it was
bunch of fucking nonsense and noise.
Yeah, and the only reason why I listened to it because my own Twitter timeline was there was a lot of people mentioning it a lot, like and so like my homegirl was mentioning that shit, and she's and she wasn't feeling it. I was like, God damn, like she's not feeling it. Let me go listen to what this shit was about. And
Awful.
Yeah, it was awful. It was horse shit.
I see why them niggas ain't want to clear the fucking beat. I wouldn't have cleared that beat either.
Hell no.
I think she was mad at Juicy J for not. He's like, I'm not the main producer. He got to clear it. Like, he didn't want to clear it. Like, yeah, nobody want to hear that bullshit if that's what you was gonna do. Like, because I'd have been like, yo, if I'd have heard the song and been like, nah, we ain't clearing this. Like, yo, like real talk. Like, you ain't gonna use my hard ass beat for no chatty patty bullshit. Like, if you gonna rap, bitch.
Like, yeah, and that's the thing about Nicki Minaj thing, like, because even before she came out, because Nicki Minaj used to have used to rap in a real husky tone or whatever, and then but like I said, because sometimes rappers they gotta try to find a way to this commercial shit, to actually cross over.
But she uses it as a crutch instead of a damn like an addition. She uses it like a Chris Bosh 3-pointer. Like it's good every now and then. But you don't want this nigga just shooting threes all day.
Yeah. And it's because of that, like I've never had urge not even once to listen to a whole Nicki album, like just because it's just like, yeah, if I have to deal with like, her rapping, like, like she got like, she has like a meds or rapping a little girl voice or shit like that, that shit will just get fucking annoying to me. Like, nah. Like,
it happens too much. That's why I can't really fuck with Kendrick like that. He doesn't do it as often, but he does it too much. Like these niggas that have a 17-song album and they do that voice bullshit for like 8 songs. Mm-hmm. I can't deal with that.
And with Kendrick, I could deal with it, but as I mentioned before, it depends on what he's doing it over.
He does it more artistically. I give you that, but
that's actually a good way of describing it. Exactly. Yes, that's a perfect way of describing it.
He doesn't use it as a crutch, but then I feel like he still uses it too much. Like it's
right.
It's like convincing your parents to have a friend over to your house. You know he has a good heart, but that nigga's just wild. Mm-hmm. So he's always fucking burping and farting and doing wild shit. He's always jumping off the couch, cannonballs that splash water everywhere. He just does the extra shit, and you're like, damn. Everybody always look at you like, damn, that's your man's, and you up here like, yeah, but that's a fun nigga. He'll have your back. Like that nigga will fight 5 niggas for you. This, that, put you on with shorty, whatever. But he's just a wild nigga. Like that's like, oh my god, like, but yeah, this shit. Nicki has some bars. I love the wordplay that she was using, but it just wasn't a fucking enough. Like you can't holler out a couple. Like she did it like it was a battle rap. Like literally, like put a bunch of niggas in a room with a beat.
Yeah,
but she was literally making intermissions for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole talk about Megan's love for a free beat, you can hit Megan Raw. Like nigga, I mean, I gotta talk to Clanarchy first of all. Cause I mean, if we doing that, like, Ring Gang got production, like I got like maybe 10 hours of like elite production. Like so shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. But yeah, if that's true, and there's a lot of shit going out there saying that it is, but I know you fuck with trap production, so shout out my nigga DBR Canada in the building. Yeah, I mean I could arrange some things. I don't know how often you tour in Canada or in South Florida, but yeah, there's a studio we fuck with in Miami. Saying like, we can switch it up. I get you soulful production, trap, little atmospheric shit, a little different because y'all that wavy news trap. Like I get you drill too, man. Like Y'all want that drill shit? I got that too. So but yeah, Nicki was getting her with that. That was a nice wordplay flip. What's the other shit? The 6 foot, the Bigfoot shit.
Yeah, honestly, the names of like the Bigfoot shit was kind of like, okay, I mean, like to me, like the song title was clever, but I think that's where the clever kind of stopped.
Hold on, wait. The song cover, the artwork was dope too.
Well, this no, I didn't see that. Did this song actually?
Oh nah, nigga, look, it's like a pink high heel stepping inside of like a Bigfoot footprint.
See, but people were getting mad real quick. People were getting mad trying to. She was calling Meg a monkey bitch because because the cover art had like a woman chimpanzee type of thing. People were reaching.
No, I don't see the chimp. It's like Bigfoot, like
Bigfoot,
big,
like there's a Bigfoot, yeah. But before the song came out,
you got the stiletto like right in the middle of it, like like she's investigating this shorty, like she's like. So where is this big ass bitch at? Like I see a footprint. Like I guess this is the good foot. It's like if so much shit could have went with this. It's like, but you bastardize your own song and ruin it with the. So that's why I say Meg got her this round. Because Meg kind of like her voice. She ain't got like one thing, these broads don't have shit talking voices.
No, they don't.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Mm.
Like we just want her to rap sometime. Like be like Lotto. Like I ain't even trying to make y'all be like some, but like look at how these other broads conduct them. And just rap. Say your clever shit in the rap. Like unless you a 50 Cent or a Tupac nigga, where you really got some venom and you spitting. You could kill an outro, like you want some hit 'em up shit, you want some I Run New York shit, and you really, you could close out a track like DJ Paul, Juicy J, and then talk your shit. If you can't do that, shut the fuck up and just rap, goddammit. Fucking rap. Like reading off tweets, that ain't sexy, that ain't the vibe. Like, so chill with these. So that's Meg got her on the song structure at least.
Mm-hmm. For at least, yeah.
Yeah, the beat was hard, and she was spitting, she was rapping hard. At least she was rapping enough to where you could nod your head and vibe to the rap. Like Nicki Minaj's song never really gave you enough rapping to where you're like, okay, because every time it got to like you start to nod your head, you're like. Then it's like, damn, all right, this bitch talking again. All right, you looking at the time.
Either way, I feel like it's just I was like, God damn, like this like nigga like they don't even make diss songs anymore. Like I just felt like, jeez. Yeah, I honestly felt low-key disgusted at myself for actually listening to both of these things. Both of those.
Yeah, like, but the thing I ain't gonna lie, I played Megan's on like maybe like 2 or 3 times. Like I fucked with the beat and she was rapping, but it could have been a better song. But I fucked with it. It was cool. Nicki Minaj was a struggle I could barely get through that one time.
Yeah.
Because I realized, like, damn, why the beat went off? And then she's still talking. I'm like, no! Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, stop. Like, at least like, yo, you can't have these Tupac hit 'em up moments a cappella.
Right.
Like, it don't work like that. So, and then for like a whole minute and a half, it's like, just rap. Struggle. Like, I don't know who cleared that. Like, I know the comments, everybody's like, oh my God, she talked about this. She, oh Lord. I mean, if that's what y'all call that, hey, more power to y'all. But it's just, there's some of us who like grew up listening to like real diss records and real niggas really disrespect motherfuckers over bars and beats.
Mm-hmm.
And, this ain't, this ain't it. Like,
this shit will be forgotten within 6 months.
6 weeks.
And they,
Nigga,
they made a track together, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they had the little
Yeah.
thirst trap track come out together. You know, the girl power unite type shit. You know,
And that's the thing. Nicki Minaj said she got like maybe 6 more songs like this, and keep them. Like, yo, I don't want to hear it. They're like this.
That's the Chappelle show. The Chappelle, do not drop that shit. The cake. Like, don't drop
Yo, don't. Like, I don't want to hear these. Like, stop, man. Like, you see, Meg could go another song because her shit was for kind of like everybody, but she focused a good part towards Shorty. So, yeah, it ain't like a full direct, but it still counts. So, okay, I fucks with it, like, you know. But Nicki Minaj, like, you should have just went straight. Where's she from? Queens? Brooklyn? Where's she from?
She's from Jamaica, Queens, right?
Jamaica. She should have just went straight Queensbridge, boom bap. You know, put on a damn Havoc style beat, whatever, and just ate her up. Like, sometimes you can't make. Like, stop trying to make diss records into damn party club hits. Sometimes you just gotta go at a bitch. Like, back in the day, we used to freestyle battle niggas in high school. Some niggas, like, you know what I mean? You in passing, some niggas don't have the same lunch because you might have lunch B, they have A lunch, you have lunch, you have B lunch, they got A lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all like an hour apart. So y'all might see each other only for 8 minutes or 10 minutes in between classes, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, but everybody's been like, yo, these niggas need to battle. They need to battle. And you in passing and y'all lock eyes in the hallway. Like, oh, hold on. Fuck it, nigga. yeah, let's get it right now. Y'all the type of nigga be like, all right, but where's the dude that normally does the beats on the table or the wall? Like, hold on. You said he had lunch? Fuck. All right, let's do this next time, nigga. Hold on, he in IS, he in internal suspension? For what? He fighting again? Hold on. Damn, y'all ain't trying to do no beat? Like, nah, so I can't go battle this nigga off no grind. Like, nah, you gotta, like, I'm supposed to hear clips right now, nigga. I need my Pharrell on the trash can. Like, I'm up here like, nah, nigga, like, let's get it. Like, nigga, freestyle. Fuck it. You don't need a beat, nigga. You got me right. Fuck it. You all this red nigga, that, like, nigga, go. Let's. Nah, I'm saying though, the crowd start like, bro, like, so y'all niggas want perfect shit, bro. Fucking spit, nigga. God damn, like, stop trying to make battle records into a hit record, like enough of that nonsense. Like, that's why I look worse on Nicki Minaj, because we look at you as the better rapper. You're the veteran. You're the legend, icon, all of that. You get your flowers. You know what I mean? Regardless of hate people throw your way, but
sometimes
like,
they do it to themselves.
yeah, like, you did it to yourself on this one. Like, you had all the great ammunition, all the bars, and kind of still lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad part. Like, that's like you run up on a nigga and he like a nigga run up on you and he got like 2 AK-47s, a Glock 9 in his belt, and you turn around with a slingshot and you just bow. Nigga, like, yo, I've seen shit like that happen. Like, I seen a nigga damn wait for a nigga after school because he knows a nigga's walking home on this block, and he literally ambushed the nigga, jumped behind the canal, like the rails where they keep the canals at. Like, it's a Florida thing. Swung on the nigga, had this nigga buzzed. So he got the first good hit. And usually if you get the first good hit in a street fight, 75% of the time that nigga wins.
Right.
Don't quote me on it, but if you get into enough fights, you know what I'm saying is real shit.
Yeah.
And nigga Pat agrees now. I mean, so anyways, this nigga lands at this motherfucker. He fucking let the nigga, he lets the nigga recover. The nigga, he does the other shit, reverse scoop, slam, do some Zangief Street Fighter 2 shit. Slams this nigga, bop, bop, bop. Niggas break it up because it's, you know, down here, like, if they see you fighting after school back in the day and shit, sometimes the cops will fucking drive by them, but they'll just do the damn sirens because they don't want to get out the car.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll do the sirens for you to break it up, and niggas ain't want that to happen because shit could go left. So niggas broke it up, and nigga wanted a round 2, and it's like niggas are like, nah, stop, bro. Like, if you lost this one, you don't deserve a round 2, nigga. Like,
facts.
like niggas is coming from the corner store eating their wings, you know what I mean? Niggas got they black and whatever. Like niggas is bobbing, and you up here, you losing an ambush. Like, nigga, you don't get the fuck on. Like, so nah, like. You ain't supposed to lose no. You can't be the queen and you up here, you faltering like this, man.
Like a peasant. Like nah. Like
yeah, like you feel you seem a little too bothered by this. Like you got the ammo. Like Megan ain't saying no shit that was wrong. Like she said, the Megan Law shit was fire. No lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most memorable joint. You had a chance to make your shit more memorable. But you didn't keep it rapping enough, and now the whole Megan's Law it goes with Meg's song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's, but yeah, if they keep going at it, I hope we just get better shit. That's all I really got to say on it.
Yeah, so someone needs to be quality control in their camps. Whether they're writing it themselves or someone else is writing it for them.
Especially Nicki Minaj, man. I ain't even trying to be on no hater shit. I'm just objectively speaking, because like I mean, we closer in age, so old niggas speaking on another old nigga, like.
Yeah, no more of this beat bop boop shit, like shit. Like
yeah, none of this chatty patty beat bop boop, fucking Police Academy,
motor rap.
Yeah,
it was like.
Right?
L
was like an L, and then we eat the Jello and the pudding in. I'm on the mission, and his claim is impossible. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just waiting for like, yo, just rap, nigga, rap.
Just rap. Yeah, you don't have to make a hit song. Just gotta make a song that hits. Yeah.
You would have made it a hit anyway, just rapping.
Yeah.
You would have made it a hit. People would have been. You don't need a chorus. Like, ain't like this shit had a chorus. Like, what the fuck? That's some shit that crazy. Like, at least when she was going at Remy, and she was spitting those verses at Remy on pop songs and features. At least she was rapping at Remy.
Right.
Like, she almost knew, like, yo, I can't be doing this bullshit with Remy. Like,
mm-hmm.
Like, let me really rap against Shorty, but like, damn, like you underestimated Meg or something, because that ain't the business. Like,
no, not at all.
Yeah, but I just wanted to have this little discussion so we don't have to jump into it on Thursday when we doing the Benny the Butcher review, everybody can go.
Yep. As well as couple me and LB got a couple movie reviews.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
Movie gang. So we bringing back the movie reviews. Ain't do one in a minute. I agree with you, Anthony.
Yeah, of course, because Nicki appeals to certain fan bases, like I said, like for the most part, like not me, LB, P, Pie will acknowledge that she can rap, but it's not like she doesn't make kind of music that will just bump. Maybe for Rome might bump her shit like that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I mean, but I was fucking with like we be like, he'll play some of her fire shit, but it's like it's one of those like their fans got to put you onto the songs. It's kind of like NBA YoungBoy. Like if you try to find what songs are good from him, you'll never find them. But if somebody put you on to him, then it's easier. Mm-hmm. Some niggas is like that. I don't want to be a nigga like that. I want a nigga to be anybody could just go to my Spotify, YouTube, and be like, okay, this nigga Shutterworth is dope. Like, like I don't want niggas to be like, they got a gift wrap a song for you. Like, yeah. Here's this one. Yeah, it's called Sadness. I know you be like on the emo shit. It got a soulful beat. Like, yeah, you like this. Like, no, I want niggas to discover that on their own type of, like, yeah, I just heard one song. I just went to this nigga. Yeah, this nigga be spitting. I fuck with him. Like,
Right.
I like the old school female rappers like Salt and Pepper, Queen Latifah, and other female rappers from the 80s. The reason why I know this is because my uncle, my dad's youngest brother, yes, he was racing y'all ass right. Now these motherfuckers, this new shit now. See, that's the thing. Like, rap was more unisex back in the day. Like,
Yeah,
rap
like
now, like niggas. I mean, niggas only listen to the women right now just to get attention from broads.
that's also facts, yo.
If you pull up at any corner store in the hood right now with bumping some Sexy Red, they gonna get that little bop going. Ass is gonna start jiggling, little twerking going. Like,
Yeah, because like I said,
it can happen.
like I mean, like the old, yeah, like LB's mentioned before, like there was a lot of unisex. Like back then, you know, a sexy female rapper was kind of like oxymoron. There wasn't, because it wasn't considered sexy for like basically, you know, a
Now
female
they were
rapper,
sexy, but they know they had to spit as good as the niggas. But now chicks could be sexy and they don't have to spit as good as the niggas because the niggas ain't spitting as good anymore.
right? Yeah, I mean, like back then, because
Everybody can just exist.
yeah, I mean, like take Queen Latifah for example. Like, I mean, I like Legal Guy listened to like Black Rain, which is probably her best album, and goddamn, that shit was hard. Like if you ever, I mean, that's that album that has Unity and Just Another Day on it, all that other shit. Like that shit was a hard. Like Queen Latifah was spinning her ass off of that shit. Like that shit. Like it was like it was like, you know, I don't think any female rapper today can make an album like that. Like that shit was. And she was rapping, she was singing her ass off too, because you know Queen Latifah can actually sing, legit sing. So it's like, you know, like you're not getting that type of quality from female rappers today. Like, I mean, like at all, like just like hard, like because they can be sexy, and then apparently they took sexy for being total degenerates, and you know they're rapping about their booty holes being brown and shit, you know, that type of thing. So
The thing was, see, the lyrical ability went down because people could
Free her baby daddy. Free her baby daddy.
yeah.
remember Lil Kim was sexy as fuck, rapping raunchy, nasty shit. But she did it at a skill level.
And Foxy Brown had that domineering voice, that mic control. You know, as a chick.
Yeah, but see, that's my point. They did it in a way where niggas respected it. Like,
it was believable. It was
believable. And it sounded good. It was talent. A nigga, you
like
could
it was
pull
like
up.
where you can listen to the verse where you know they're on maybe on a posse cut or you know with the locks, but they're rapping. You're like, okay, you can the verses. You know, like Ain't No Nigga with Jay-Z and Foxy. Like I can play that song. I mean, I'm sure some reasonable doubt, but
Yeah, but I'm saying this goes beyond the feet. I'm talking about their solo shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, true.
Nigga, look, I could get in Pilot Car, and if he's playing a Foxy Brown song, I don't flinch. I don't look at this nigga weird or nothing. If I get in this nigga car and he playing a Lil Kim song, no reaction. Soleil, Trina, Gangsta Boo, all of them. But some of these new chicks, I would get a reaction. I'd be like, nigga, what is you doing? This hyping you up to go to the fight? Really? Where are we going? That's the difference. Like niggas will be embarrassed playing this shit now. If you take the women's rap right now and go into the past and exchange it for the shit that's playing then, niggas will look at you crazy.
Right. Like there's no Lady of Rages, no Bosses, like no Boss, especially Boss. God, I love that fucking album. You know, like Boss back in the day. That shit was super fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like it is like
Oh no, you mean Private School?
Yeah. Funny things too is like she funny things, it's all even on that album she made like she was in private school, but it's one of those albums that you don't want to like it, but the fucking shit was just hard as shit. That's the problem. Like that,
I get deeper and deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, Boss was spinning her fucking ass off on that shit. Like you don't get that. I mean, yeah, Rage. I mean, we talked about Rage. I mean, Rage was unfortunately she. You know, is by the time that Suge decided to put her shit out, Death Row was already in decline. It was declining, and even then, I think she only got like maybe a video or two from that album Like, and it's just like, you know, it was quality too, but there was no marketing or nothing pushed behind it. You know, why? Because Suge didn't take advantage of Afro Puffs when that shit came out, when that shit was an actual fucking huge hit. Like, that shit should have dropped.
Yeah, but then you had so much shit going on too, man. There's a lot of niggas who ain't really get the drop during their prime or when they should have.
Right. I mean,
even during the second resurgence, like Crooked Eye didn't get his real chance.
I mean, Crooked Eye's always been. Yeah, Crooked Eye, yeah. And funny too is like those.
He was his best on Death Row to me, nigga.
He was though, but once he went to that Slaughterhouse shit, like he kind of he.
But it took him until they get the Slaughterhouse from to actually get some, you know, like actual. I don't know. I feel like actual.
Yeah, to get attention.
Right, but this nigga used to fucking snap on them West Coast beats and like
he can rap like a mom. No, Crooked Eye could always be a wordsmith. Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, he never got the shine until the digital era, basically.
Yeah, like you ever heard that Two Gangster for Radio compilation that Death Row?
Mm-hmm.
That nigga had like maybe 2 or 3 joints on that shit. He's like, I'm the best thing that happened in LA since Phil Jackson. Like, this nigga be going off.
Yeah, and like, I mean, but yeah, it's just like, just even if like, because I mean, with some female rappers that fell through the cracks and shit like that, it's just like, yeah, like, and then even then, and even today, like, I know some of them probably wish today that they were still like maybe they were still in their primes, so they could actually take advantage of all this shit. But then, like I said, you know, it's a different era now. Female rappers, like I said, all they have to do is either be sexy, whether it's trashy sexy or strip club sexy or whatever, and, you know, spitting some elemental P-ass shit, and then, you know, they're on.
Women rappers, like, the fans haven't really elevated. It's like they got a niche right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's just bleeding the niche. And honestly, people like, I would say people like Cash Doll was like, they peaked too soon for this era.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see how the era was getting big while it's like he was transitioning into the shows and movies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody like that, and she's not bad rapping or look wise, like she got the talent, this is that, but that's just an example. Like now it's like they do the one person rule, but everybody switch up. Like I heard that new Ice Spice song. Oh my god.
I'm the shit. You ain't a fart. That terrible ass shit.
Yeah, and it's like you got chicks going around hyping that remedial ass shit. Like come on.
Because I actually watched one of her interviews before, and she purposely raps that simple because she wants people to understand what she's saying. Which I get it, but goddamn, like you guys sound like you've at least read something other than a fucking. You know,
but this is the thing, you don't sound like she's rapping, or that sounds like honestly the best she could do. I don't hear her and see somebody who's like, you know what, I think she could sound better. Like that's people like Lil B. Like Lil B was a guy who I always felt like, damn, if this nigga tried harder, he could actually spit. And when he had that song where he was dissing Joe Buttons, and I'm like, damn, this is what it sounds like when this nigga be spitting, because you know. He was kind of getting that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I fuck a little bit, but he did get my boy Joe Budden on t-shirt and buttons. He did kind of. He
got him on that, like, and he was saying something. But imagine if Lil B rapped at that level all the time.
Yeah, he would have. But he would have made his mark, and you know, with the meme rap.
We don't know that though.
Yeah, but with Ice Spice, it's now. I think now it's because now the formula is established. Hey, you know, I'm out in public. Let me wear the shortest skirts I can find, which, you know, I don't mind.
Ice Spice, all you see is her ass hanging out. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining. I think she's a little overrated look-wise. I mean, I ain't complaining. It's still a fat ass. I'm just saying, like, come on. Like, every time I see this bitch, it's just her twerking with her ass cheeks out. I mean,
I remember, too, that I forgot where she was, that, you know, she was spitting. She was rapping one of her songs, whatever. She was shaking ass. She was getting no reaction. You know.
Yeah, niggas was just like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
she was like working a little bit, and then niggas was like, ah. Actually, I know exactly the clip you talking about. That was hilarious. Hey, what up, Kane? Son? What did you do? Take your natives out, nigga. Ah! The new Remy Ma single is whack. I didn't even know she had a single.
I mean, honestly, I haven't paid ever since the whole shit that happened.
With Papoose.
With Papoose, yeah, I've kind of like because it was trifling. I just kind of ignored her, like it's like it's a shame because she
like, I'd have to go out of my way to hear her music now.
Yeah, she did that man wrong, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm not gonna support that. Like, nah, like get out of here. Yeah, although I saw like a clip of her, like I think they were kind of gassing her up. She was doing some retarded ass dance, and people were thinking it was hot. I'm like, it was like. No, she looks like she's just having a whole panic attack. Like, nah, like that's not hot. It's like how do you get all that body work done, but you're not shaking the right things? Like, nah, like I'm not gonna. you better get out of here with that. Like, I'm not interested in seeing you dance.
I mean, that's the thing. Some of these chicks could look sexy, but they not sexy.
Yeah, and that's Remy Ma. Remy Ma, because she has a lot of, her energy is kind of masculine. I'm not gonna, just not gonna.
Yeah, she looks sexy, and it's like, damn, but I don't see her coming off as sexy, like
no.
So even when she try to be sexy in certain videos, it's always like, okay,
yeah. Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, and it's funny too because Remy Ma could actually spit. Remy Ma actually has talent, but yeah, I think now she's probably trying to chase the bag too. Probably jump.
Yeah, but speaking of women diss tracks, Sheether, she made Sheether, right?
Yeah,
yeah, that's one of the hard
Nicki Minaj.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that was a hard ass diss track.
Nicki didn't even respond to that shit. She's trying to make sure people forget about that shit.
Yeah, like what could she say to that? So they got obliterated for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
How you supposed to do it? Like you might even just say that was overkill.
Yeah, because very much out of course.
Shit Nicki Minaj doing with Meg, like
yeah.
See, it's like you're trying to make a diss song for presentation. But the actual song is lacking. You got the artwork, you got the clever snippet one-liners, but the song itself is like, no.
Right. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. What other songs come out, or if they're gonna get real personal interviews or whatever the fuck. But Nicki and Meg need to do better.
Especially Nicki, because we know what Meg is, like you got Meg overachieving against you. Like, come on.
Yeah, nah.
Like if somebody was to say Nicki Minaj is a damn 10-year veteran, this, that, in the matchup, niggas would off of just the songs, not knowing anything about them, people would be like, oh, you serious?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you got to see. It's just like boxing. We got to see the separation.
Right. Absolutely.
And we saw an Asian fighter throw some combinations every now and then to make some of the rounds look close, but they still lost 116-112. That's what this was.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Oscar Valdez fight.
Yo, that's a wild ass analogy, but I can see that though.
But yeah, I mean, I know we getting late, so we good. Kane son, he out of here. Damn, Anthony, you got like 1,000,001 comments and questions, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely.
Man, we're gonna come back Thursday, fam. Like,
yeah, Thursday.
Y'all can't be greedy. I mean. We gave y'all a little hip hop joint at the end of the boxing. You know what I mean? Like, that's how Ring Gang do it. Like, you never know.
Real quick, I just want to say shouts out to Uncle Charlie Wilson who got his Hollywood star. He deserved it,
Yeah, it's about fucking time.
About time. And today's his birthday too. That makes it extra sweet. Pause. So congratulations to
happy birthday,
legend.
Yeah, Uncle Charlie is a whole legend. Like if you never did a 2-step to outstanding or anything like that, or play Burnt Rubber while you're playing GTA, you ain't really living. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that means you ain't never been to a black barbecue or reunion or some shit.
Straight up facts, yo. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Rob, I heard about that Master Ace and Marco Polo. I was that shit fire because Master Ace be spitting. I don't know if you ever fucked with that Disposable Arts album.
Hell yeah, the Master Ace. You kidding me? Yeah, Master Ace is a whole legend, bro. Like, yeah.
I don't understand.
I think too, Master Ace never got the level of his other Juice Crew members like in there. So it's like, yeah, that dude is. And funny thing too, that dude was probably out of all of them like was really making like real like key. Just they just didn't sell like that. But yeah, that dude has some classics like Sitting on Chrome and Slaughterhouse, all that shit. Like that, yeah, dude was putting out heat like well into the 2000s too. You know, but yeah, I'm going to check out that album. And same thing with that Boldy James. Cause I know actually that was actually next on my list because I know Pete was kind of like saying it, and I wanted to listen to the Benny the Butcher shit first before I actually listened to that. So yeah, I'll probably listen to that.
You ain't heard of Benny the Butcher yet?
I did.
Well, it's like 40 minutes, so you good.
You know, I already listened to that shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already.
We'll keep our thoughts until Thursday. I know everybody got something to say on that shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but I already because I wanted to make sure I did that. So yeah, I'll let loose my thoughts on Thursday on it. But yeah, I guess I'll put that Master Ace shit on my playlist too. But yeah, make sure you tune in because we'll talk about some music and we got two movie reviews and shit, and then obviously probably a little ranting here and there because this world stays fucked up. So I'm pretty sure something's gonna come up in the next couple of days that we're gonna have to rant about.
Yeah, because you remember Monday, like Thursday, is a little wild from here. Like you really realize how late the week is. Like later into the week is the earlier the boxing podcast. Because remember Sunday would feel like an eternity when we get to Thursday because y'all motherfuckers are coming here and want to be talking boxing again.
Yeah.
if you remember that, like when we used to be on Sundays and we would pop up on Thursdays. We could be talking about rap and motherfuckers would be like, hey, yo, so what do you think about Tank and Tio and Canelo, Crawford? I'm like, nigga, you talking about this goddamn Firm album, nigga. That's what we talking about.
Right.
Thank you. So I get it. So, niggas get hungry again for it. So, but it's all good. We fuck with it.
Yeah, but anyone got any final thoughts before we get up out of here? LB, you got any final thoughts?
We'll be back Thursday. That's all I got.
More shit on the way. More training videos. More clips. More. The motherfuckers probably don't believe me. I mean, I did start the Better Be artwork. So I did start it. It ain't all the way there yet. I mean, like hand been hurting all this boxing training and teaching I'm doing. So like. I got the brittle hands, nigga. I got Kawasaki hands, so it should be aching with them pens, nigga. Be like, so it take me a while, so I ain't really finished that one all the way. But when I do, I'll try to finish it this week and I'll post it up. So new artwork on the way, yay! So, but yeah, more animation. Still going over what I want to do next. But yeah, more fly shit on the way. Just make sure you follow us. Tell your fucking friends about us, nigga. Retweet our shit. Sub on YouTube, definitely. Like yo, we trying to hit 2,000 followers. Subscribers on YouTube this year, and we trying to get this shit monetized. So make sure y'all vibing. Y'all play that fucking video, play the live or play the episodes when they broken down, whatever the fuck. Let that shit run and just vibe, chill, clean your house, do whatever, discipline your jit, feed your cat. Change the radiator, do whatever. Just let that shit run, nigga. You trying to get this shit monetized, you trying to come up. So you know what it is. If you team Ring Gang, man, up a nigga out. We ain't even asking for no bread or nothing, even though you see the donations, but
yeah, that's scrolling. That banner, it be scrolling. You know what I mean?
Right. It ain't scrolling for his health though. But if you can't do that, which is cool because we appreciate niggas tuning in. But just play the whole episode, man. Like we need them view hours up, man. Don't just be jumping in for the little hot takes when we spitting and shit, or we arguing and niggas are like, okay, hold on, y'all niggas calm down now. All right, let me like, stop treating this shit like it's Florida recreation. Like niggas would be like, damn, nigga just went like through an 80-yard touchdown pass. Then you look to the left, you see, oh, hold on, this nigga just crossed over 3 niggas and slam dunk. Then you look to the right, you look further to the left, you see another nigga like, oh, hold on, this nigga did some damn. He lunged behind his back on some prime Andre Agassi shit on the tennis court. What the fuck? Then he hit between his legs like fucking Yannick Noah. Like, what the fuck going on? Then you look, then you see, hold on, like, this nigga just did some crazy ass roller skate trick. Like, what the? Then you see another nigga on a skateboard. Then you finally see a box, 2 niggas throwing hands, and a nigga just uppercut a motherfucker into a shopping cart. And you're like, oh my God. Like, yes, that's a distraction level niggas have in Florida. Like, it's always fucking something. So, so yeah. So when I say boxing be getting everybody attention, I mean that shit. Right. Some of y'all niggas only got like 2 things happening on your block, nigga. The mailman and the UPS truck. But Bruiser, I don't even know who Bruiser Wolf, who that is. Is that the Baldy shit or that's something else?
That's something else.
Oh, okay. All right, damn, I got this fucking rap, nigga. Like, it's crazy, nigga. Like, everybody dropping, like, yeah, we back. You're gonna have to get a ring gang posse cut in this motherfucker, though.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll definitely try to get some more guests up in here too as this year picks up and whatnot. I also got my Forgotten Fades articles. I'm just now going through which one I want to write on next. I have about just a couple of choices, couple of random places where I put suggestions and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, yo, let me ask you this real quick. Since there ain't no real serious boxing this weekend, what's a Forgotten Fade you got that you just want to throw out there for niggas to watch this weekend? Off the top of your head.
Oh, damn.
And we always plugging them shits, bro. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it's I know because usually when we talk about it, something, it just comes to me like right there. Oh,
we gotta throw at least one of them. Hold on, where are these? I mean, you gotta throw one of them before we go, and then we good.
I mean, look, the one I've always been I throw out like on the colleague recently was of course like one of my sentimental favorites, Lemon Brewster and Sergey Lahovich. Like I always throw that shit out there because.
Oh, the one niggas bit. Oh yeah.
yeah. That one. Like I say, like if you want to see so far the best heavyweight fight of the 2000s, and it is the best heavyweight fight in the 2000s. Watch Lemon Brewster defend his WBO heavyweight title for the 4th time against Sergey Lahovich, who was a pretty sizable underdog. And of course, like I said, I wrote a whole Forgotten Fate article about it. And the reason why it went down it did and what was the long-term damage of that fight, because both guys pretty much had their careers ended that night.
Yeah.
I
found one. Kermit Cintron and David Estrada. Y'all watch that if y'all need a good fade. Y'all always talk about how welterweights is the glamour division. Well, welterweight don't have enough of these fights currently, where 2 contenders is going at it. And it's a significant fight like that. It's fights like that what we want to see more of. So watch the Brewster fight and watch Cintron Estrada. Y'all need something. We got them on the website ringgangradio.com. So enjoy your boxing this weekend, my nigga. You already know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. If you enjoy that, obviously there's some more because believe me, there I can get really obscure. But I'll save that for the. I'll
stay there, bro. Got like 5 years worth of fucking Forgotten Fades, like so they there, man. So tell a friend, like when you see a nigga on Twitter when one of these boxing niggas is like, "Hey man, I'm kind of bored. I need some boxing fights." Even though niggas should never really have to say that if you got fucking coaches, so maybe kind of question y'all sometimes. But y'all just fucking take them to our site, nigga. Jeez, like
and then of course just another one, and I'm going to actually pick. I might pick a fight from his another time. If you see a fucking Teddy Reed fight, because we're talking about welterweights, you watch that shit. You know, talk about a motherfucker like that's a motherfucker. I've been trying to figure out where he's at because I know that bro. It's sad to say, I know dude got to be messed up because that dude got into way too many fucking wars. Like in his short career, like he expired for, you know. But goddamn, like
ain't that the nigga? Didn't Joppy chase him through the forest with an axe?
Yeah, something like that. Because dude was wild. Like, you know, like,
yeah, he was always in some. Or Zab knocked him out in sparring. Like, there's always some shit with his name, but all action though.
All fucking action. Like I mean, bro's record. You know, it looks like a journeyman now, but it don't really. But you know, dude has a has a 74% knockout rate. You know, so it's like
there's nobody right now boxing, I would say, is the equivalent to him. Like that's why some guys are just era guys because their style might not be transcended. Like you might not see another person replace them. Like
right.
Like so you see that sometimes with certain people, but like you see Claudia, you know, Gaucher kind of replaced him.
Yeah. Yeah, but
in a sense, like I mean, but just nobody's fucking replacing Teddy Reed. You just had to be there, like
yeah. And funny thing is, Teddy Reed had some real scraps though. I might actually go through. But the thing is though, a lot of his fights are not posted on YouTube like they were before. Like the stuff because dude was on Friday Night Fights like constant. Like dude was having some real wars on Friday Night Fights, like a lot of the time.
Centron, Ben Tacky,
especially fucking Golden Johnson.
Golden Johnson. The joint with the Freitas, the co-main with Freitas and Barrios.
Yeah, like you know.
Because he was on that, and that was a war. That was a fuckery ass fight because he got dazed. Did he hit the nigga? Did he started the Harlem Shake and then right. Nigga hit him back? And then these niggas is like going crazy in the stands. Oh, I'm fucking hyped. Like, yeah, I gotta go to the gym. Like, we gonna end this shit now, son. Yeah. I'm sorry, Pat.
Yeah, no doubt though.
Like,
so, yeah,
y'all got me hyped talking about fucking boxing and Teddy Reed and shit, nigga. Let's go.
Yeah. So for myself, you know, Pat Scorpio, doing representative for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist. For King P. Bodega P and for Conscious Pilot, you know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Tell everyone.